Eagles, with their formidable size and commanding presence, are among the most awe-inspiring beings in the world. Renowned for their sharp vision and powerful flight, these raptors have fascinated and inspired all of us for centuries. Eagles are revered in many cultures as symbols of strength and courage. Eagles are very powerful predators and will often take down animals much larger than themselves. An eagle will never surrender to the size or strength of any prey. It will always give a strong fight to win. When a storm comes, when others scatter with fear, the eagle spreads its mighty wings to soar to greater heights. The eagle takes advantage of the very storm which other creatures fear and hide. The eagle never gives up. Wow.
It's time to get loud.
Hey! Let's go!
Ready? Hi. Tatum Eagles football is on the air.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tatum Eagles are back at it again tonight. We are at home in the Eagles Nest. I'm Ken Carroll. Alongside me is Greg Bradford. Just about forgot your name, Greg. That's not good. And back at the studio, of course, is Josh Good, taking care of things for us back there. Welcome to the Tatum Eagle game tonight. They are taking on the Newton Eagles. I will do my best not to say the Eagles did this, Eagles did that. I'll try to keep it as clear as possible for you on our listening end. If you are at easttexastoday.com, you'll notice that we are live with video as well. And tonight is homecoming for the Tatum Eagles. But their setup tonight is going to be just a little bit different. Kickoff was normally at 7 o'clock. Kickoff will actually be at 7:30. That's not because we have homecoming festivities prior to the game. Those will actually take place at halftime, along with the Newton Band performing after all the homecoming festivities, and we'll keep that live right here for you. What's going to happen at 7 o'clock is the Tatum Eagle Band and Drumline will be out doing their routines they normally do at halftime. They just decided to do things a little bit differently. I was told that some of the ladies that are on the court tonight are actually at a volleyball game. So the scheduling was a problem, and that's why we're doing it early, the band thing early and the homecoming thing a little bit later. It's a little confusing there, I know, but just hang with us. We will make sure we get it all straightened out. We are going to make a quick commercial break here, and we'll be back after a couple of commercial breaks, and then we'll get into what Coach Keeling had to say this week. But we'll be right back.
A Friendly Insurance in Tatum is an independent insurance company providing auto, home, and commercial insurance. Call Roger or Jeanette at 903-947-3296. A Friendly Insurance is located at 215 North Hill Street. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4:30. Call 903-947-3296. And they are proud supporters of the Tatum Eagles.
Now this is a big deal. DQ's $7.49 Chicken Strip Country Basket. 4 golden chicken strips, crispy fries, buttery Texas toast, and your choice of gravy or DQ Texas sauce for a bold, zesty kick in every dip. Want to go bigger? Add on a sweet DQ treat. Don't miss the $7.49 Chicken Strip Country Basket. Big flavor, small price, only for a limited time.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
Darren Anthony Insurance and Financial Services is the Tatum area representative for Farmers Insurance Group. Anthony Insurance and Financial Services offers a full line of auto, commercial, home, and life insurance. Your one-stop shop for insurance in Tatum. Stop by for fast, friendly service. That's Anthony Insurance and Financial Services. Call 903-947-2271. Anthony Insurance and Financial Services wishes Tucker a great senior year.
We are back live right here on EastTexasToday.com, and we're going to listen real quick. Our own Mark Bounds contacted Coach Keeley, as he normally does each week, to get a little insight on what happened the week before, what's coming up, et cetera, et cetera. So why don't we go listen to that real quick, and then we will get down to the field to see what the band's doing.
We're going to talk some Tatum Eagles football right now as we're being joined by Tatum head coach Whitney Keeling. Coach Keeling, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Welcome back, my man.
Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate you, buddy.
Especially after the big win over Dangerfield last week. You get your first win of the season, so you get that out of the way. Now it's time to roll. So Tatum gets the win over Dangerfield. 41-30, I believe, was the final score. You get the win, and take us back to that win over Dangerfield and your take on it.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. The drum line and band and whatnot for Tatum Eagles are out on the field now. Let's join them and enjoy what they have for us today.
The Tatum Independent School District proudly presents for your pregame entertainment the award-winning Tatum Fighting Eagle Marching Band. Tonight the band will be featuring their Eagle Tour. The Rick is Helmet Strike. Tonight, the band will finish with pregame entertainment by performing movement 1 and 2 of the 2025 marching show entitled Reboot, written by Roderick Boyce Jr., featuring music from Martin Garrix and Boulard. Drum major Zoe Luna, is your band ready to perform? Football fans, please welcome the Fighting Eagle Marching Band.
Reboot sequence starting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reboot starting up.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Tatum Eagles band and drum line, or flag line, or they are out there performing. And what I want to do now is go back to Coach Keeling's interview that we had earlier. So let's do that real quick.
Some Tatum Eagles football right now as we're being joined by Tatum head coach Whitney Keeling. Coach Keeling, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Welcome back, my man.
Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate you, buddy.
Especially after the big win over Dangerfield last week. You get your first win of the season, so you get that out of the way. Now it's time to roll. So Tatum gets the win over Dangerfield. 41-30, I believe, was the final score. You get the win, and take us back to that win over Dangerfield and your take on it.
Well, I mean, Dangerfield and Tatum is always a really close game. Usually, they're really talented, and I thought our kids really responded from the week before, and I thought we played hard. I thought we executed it tremendously better on the offensive side. We were up 41-16 going into the fourth quarter, and we had a couple of miscues in the secondary with some young kids, late in the game. But overall, I thought our kids played hard. I thought they executed a lot better than they did the previous week. And, that's what you're always looking for in the non-district schedule.
Yeah, and going back to the conversation that we had earlier, a couple of weeks ago, as you were going into Winsboro, talking about how you were diving right into the season, going into the gauntlet. I thought you guys played fantastic against Winsboro. That was my take on that one, and it obviously prepared you to take on the teams ahead. You take care of business against Dangerfield, 41-30 there. Now you're set to take on Newton coming up on Friday. So looking forward to this matchup right here. So the next opponent, Newton, what do we know about them?
Well, Newton is Newton. Probably for the last 40 years, I would say that Newton has been one of the top programs in the state. They're ranked right now number 3 in the state in 3A Division II, with a lot of them having them winning it. So it's a huge challenge for us. They do a lot of good things on offense, and they're really aggressive on defense. And they try to disrupt everything that you're doing, and those kids are just bred into Newton football. And so it'll be a real challenge for us. But it's homecoming for us. Our kids are excited about the opportunity ahead of them, and we're going to go give them the best shot we got.
Oh, and I know you will. And you bring it up. It's going to be homecoming this Friday night in Tatum. So I got to think that not only are your players, the fans, the cheerleaders, the community, the band, everybody's got to be pretty pumped over there in Tatum for Friday night's homecoming game.
Well, homecoming for every program in the state of Texas is always a neat deal. Most of the time you get, alumni coming back, and, they get to see you play, where it might be the only game they get to see, all season. So you want to try to go out and put on a good showing, so that's what we're going to try to do.
All right. And as far as your workouts go for this week, what is something that you are working hard on to prepare for Newton? Anything special?
Well, I don't think we tackled real good in space against Dangerfield. We had them wrapped up a couple of times, and they got loose. So, we're definitely working on the fundamentals of open field tackles. That was one of our things that we talked about in our coaches' meetings early on in the week. And so that was one thing. And then, obviously, you can ask me this question every week, and I'll say the same thing, is that we have to execute on offense. Defense is one of those deals that one guy can make a play, and everybody thinks the defense is doing really good. And offense, 10 people can be blocking and doing their job, and one guy can mess up, can screw up the whole offense. So, you're always working to be perfect on the offensive side, and so that's what we're trying to do.
And those were the thoughts of Coach Keeling for the game. We are up against the Newton Eagles. In case you don't know, Newton is south of us quite a bit, actually. They took quite a drive today to get here. If you know where Jasper is, Newton is to the east of that, between that and DeRidder, Louisiana. And as a matter of fact, DeRidder is who Newton will be playing next week. So they made a nice little bus trip to get up here. And as Coach said, they're a good team. They're ranked high. According to Max Preps, they were ranked 7th in the state, with Tatum at 19. But our records are the same, 1-1. Points for, Newton has scored a total of 46 points over their past games. And we, Tatum Eagles, have scored 69 over the past 2 games. Now, points against, Newton had 46 points against them, scored against them. We've had a total of 85. Of course, the lion's share of that came with the game against Winsboro earlier in the season, our first game. Winsboro is one that could very well take state, so I think we did fairly well with them to begin with. even though we did lose to them. And we showed out last week and showed that we know what we're doing. So that was very, very nice to see that. As far as your Tatum Eagles, the defense has been looking very good. We've had a couple of interceptions. Number 0, Howard, had an interception during the 2 games in the past. Williams, number 4, had an interception. Quincy Davis, number 6, had an interception. Tackles, the leading tackler on the Tatum defensive side is number 35, Micah Thomas. Coming in second is number 3, Patrick Portley. And then we have, let's see here, we have Grayson Lee and Chance Irby, 14 and 15, who had 14 tackles apiece. And then number 4, Elijah Williams, and number 6, Quincy Davis, had 12 tackles apiece. So they've been doing really well on tackling and a couple of interceptions during the season, and we expect that to continue on. The schedule is just really weird this evening. So the band has already come out and done their thing. The Newton Eagles have just played their school song and now their pep song. Their cheerleaders are out on the field now trying to get their crowd wound up. As I said, Newton is not around the corner. It's down a ways. And so there's not a whole lot of Newton fans in the stands. There might be about 50 or so, but they're still coming in. Kickoff is supposed to be 7:30. We will definitely be here for that. But in the meanwhile, why don't we take a break and do some commercials? You know, we couldn't be here if it weren't for our great sponsors that we have. And we have several great sponsors, both locally and a little further away. And we want to tell them that we appreciate them. And we're going to play them for you right now.
In 1958, the Hillary family purchased a small telephone company in their hometown of Medicine Park. Now in their 3rd generation, Hillary delivers state-of-the-art services across rural Oklahoma. From Main Street business owners and our future generation of leaders to farmers at the heart of our rural economies, Hillary is always innovating, consistently connecting, and relentlessly going where others won't. Because every community, every person matters.
Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical.
I heard my voice on your radio commercial.
Well, we decided we'd use your calls to show how we really do have something for everyone.
So I'm famous now?
Well, semi-famous. After all, this is local radio.
But I want to be famous.
Well, we're famous for helping everyone with heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too.
I'll have my agents call you to talk about money.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
All right, and we're back. We're still waiting to see when exactly they want to bring them out and start playing. Again, the kickoff normally is at 7 o'clock. They apparently expected the halftime festivities that would normally happen during a game that the Tatum side started the game off with today are at 7 o'clock. They apparently assumed it was going to take much longer. It's only 10 after 7 now, and the band's already done their thing on the field. And the inflatables are up on both sides, Newton's and Tatum's, and we're just waiting on teams to come out here and do the opening prayer and the national anthem, and then get the kickoff going. We shall see how that all works out. Now, next week, not trying to look ahead past this game that we're playing tonight, but just to let you know, as I said earlier, Newton will host the DeRidder Dragons, DeRidder being on the other side of the border over in Louisiana, just south of Fort Polk, Louisiana. I know that place very well from back in the 70s. They will be taking them on next week. Our Eagles will travel all the way to New London to take on the West Rusk Raiders. I got to get used to saying that. Just like tonight, I have to get used to saying Tatum and Newton instead of the Eagles because both of them are Eagles. So, but we'll make sure we get that all straightened up. The Newton Eagles look like they are purple and white. Their school colors. I see a lot of purple in the stands. Their inflatable helmet is white with purple outline. And, of course, our own Tatum Eagles, green and white. So we're still waiting to see. According to the end zone clock, we have 18 and a half minutes left to go. So what I may do is in a couple of minutes we'll play Coach Keeling's interview one more time for those of you who are just now tuning in. I wish there was a way to let you know that we're on EastTexasToday.com so you can listen and watch with video for the Tatum game. But the only way you can hear that is if you are already at EastTexasToday.com. So hopefully we'll get that. By the way, I'm Ken Carroll here calling the game for KGAS Sports. And beside me is Greg Bradford, who handles all the video side of things and staying on top of it and make sure you're seeing the action as it happens. And then back in our studios in Carthage is the one and only Josh Good. And Josh does a great job in the studio making sure things run as smoothly as possible. He's juggling probably 2 or 3 different games right now. There are other homecomings. I know that Carthage is having their big homecoming this weekend tonight. Beckville, our neighbor right down the road from us, having their homecoming. So there's a lot going on. And plus, he's preparing for the scoreboard show that happens after the Carthage game with Jason Wade, who gives you up to date on all East Texas high school sports. And then Josh produces that and makes sure everything goes on the air correctly. So Josh is a busy man tonight. He also takes care of all the wrap-ups that we call in and get them ready. So hats off to Josh. He does a heck of a job there, and we certainly appreciate him very much. And on top of all that, every Wednesday on 103.7 and 1590 AM, Josh Good does his own The Good Call, which is a show. It's about 5 minutes long. Gives you some insight to the NFL, gives you Josh's picks, the reason he picks them, some insight on some of the players, et cetera, et cetera. So every Wednesday, tune in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to either 103.7 FM or 1590 AM and listen to The Good Call, brought to you by Josh Good, right there on 103.7 or 1590 AM, the sports beat of East Texas. Well, I tell you what, let's take where did I see? There they are. The Newton boys are starting to come out and head down to their inflatable tunnel. The inflatable tunnel is to my left, and ours is to our right, so they're at opposite ends. So Newton has to walk all the way down and around to go through theirs, and our young men have not come out yet. So let's take a quick break and talk about some of these great sponsors again, and we will be back and hopefully get a kickoff going pretty soon. Stay with us.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check off your to-do list with big savings on building materials at Kane Hardware and Lumber. Kane's is your one-stop shop for building materials for large-scale jobs, small projects, and everything in between. Whether you're building a house, adding on, or just updating, we carry the concrete, drywall, lumber, insulation, roofing, siding, molding, and many more products you'll need. Add character and charm to your home with our large selection of paint colors. We have all the products you need. Shop Kane Hardware and Lumber at 224 South Shelby Street in Carthage. Kelly's Collision Center can now correct those flaws from minor to major. Kelly's offers complete collision repair as well as auto glass repair or replacement, all with quality and service guaranteed to please you. Kelly's Collision Center offers free estimates, and they're always first in quality and first in service. And we provide assistance with claim handling from start to finish. Kelly's Collision Center on Highway 59 North, just 2 miles north of the Loop, 903-693-2328.
When you need a tow, you need to know Garrett's Wrecker Service. Call 903-693-5782. Fully insured, offering local and long-distance towing. They respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy-duty towing, you need Garrett's Wrecker Service. Don't just call anyone. Call the one who knows. Garrett's Wrecker Service. That number again, 903-693-5782.
And we're back. The Newton Eagles team has come out to the field down to their inflatable. They're in all white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, with their purple trim, and looks like the numbers are just solid purple. I don't see any trim around those. I don't see any unusual footwear by any of them. Last week we had some of the players from Dangerfield that had some very neon-looking shoes, so it was hard to miss them last week. Now we've got some of the little kids. I guess they're little football players, a bunch of jerseys coming out of the tunnel, and for Tatum, and about a third of the way back, one of them tripped and wiped out about 7 of them, but they got back up. No one seems to be hurt, and they're heading right on out. So that was a bunch of them, and they're still going all the way down to the other end of the stadium. All right. Well, that's a start. Referees are now moseying out to the field. We've got 6 total out there. I must confess, I had the names of the referees, and I took a picture of the list, and I'll be danged if that picture just disappeared. So, I do not have the names, unfortunately. But we do have, actually there are 7 referees out there. 1 white hat and 6 of the black hats. They're, one of the reasons, I know we have at least 3 Thursday night games here for Tatum, and we've played one of them. And, no, we played 2 of them. That's right, the first 2 games were Thursday night. And the reason for that, I was told, is because there is a shortage of referees. There are not many men or women who want to get out there and call the games, and primarily the reason why they don't want to do that, not many people getting recruited, is because of the way they're treated by some of those people, and you know who I'm talking about, those people who act like they know more about the game and can see better than they can when they're 50 yards away, and they just don't want to take the abuse for it. So it's difficult to get people. And it's not a high-paying job. You do it because you love the game, and love to make sure that the young men and women that are out there do what they're supposed to do. If you're interested, I'm sure there's a way to contact one of your local high schools and say, would you put me in touch with how I get in touch with the referees, and I would like to become one. UIL probably has that information as well, so you can look those up. Still awaiting our Tatum Eagles onto the field. According to the end zone clock, we still have 10 minutes left to go before kickoff. I do know they need to do the prayer and the national anthem yet, so maybe in about 2 or 3 minutes the team should be coming out. In the meanwhile, why don't we go ahead and play Coach Keeling's interview once again and see what he had to say about this game coming on. Our old Mark Bounds at KGAS had the chance to call him, and this is what Coach had to say.
We're going to talk some Tatum Eagles football right now as we're being joined by Tatum head coach Whitney Keeling. Coach Keeling, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Welcome back, my man.
Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate you, buddy.
Especially after the big win over Dangerfield last week. You get your first win of the season, so you get that out of the way. Now it's time to roll. So Tatum gets the win over Dangerfield. 41-30, I believe, was the final score. You get the win, and take us back to that win over Dangerfield and your take on it.
Well, Well, I mean, Dangerfield and Tatum is always a really close game. Usually, they're really talented. And I thought our kids really responded from the week before. I thought we played hard. I thought we executed tremendously better on the offensive side. We were up 41-16 going into the fourth quarter, and we had a couple of miscues in the secondary with some young kids, late in the game. But overall, I thought our kids played hard. I thought they executed a lot better than they did the previous week. That's what you're always looking for in the non-district schedule.
Yeah, and going back to the conversation that we had earlier, a couple of weeks ago, as you were going into Winsboro, talking about how you were diving right into the season, going into the gauntlet. I thought you guys played fantastic against Winsboro. That was my take on that one, and it obviously prepared you to take on the teams ahead. You take care of business against Dangerfield, 41-30 there. Now you're set to take on Newton coming up on Friday. So looking forward to this matchup right here. So the next opponent, Newton, what do we know about them?
Well, Newton is Newton. Probably for the last 40 years, I would say that Newton has been one of the top programs in the state. They're ranked right now number 3 in the state in 3A Division II, with a lot of them having them winning it. So it's a huge challenge for us. They do a lot of good things on offense, and they're really aggressive on defense. And they try to disrupt everything that you're doing, and those kids are just bred into Newton football. And so it'll be a real challenge for us. But it's homecoming for us. Our kids are excited about the opportunity ahead of them, and we're going to go give them the best shot we got.
Oh, and I know you will. And you bring it up. It's going to be homecoming this Friday night in Tatum. So I got to think that not only are your players, the fans, the cheerleaders, the community, the band, everybody's got to be pretty pumped over there in Tatum for Friday night's homecoming game.
Well, homecoming for every program in the state of Texas is always a neat deal. Most of the time you get, alumni coming back, and, they get to see you play, where it might be the only game they get to see, all season. So you want to try to go out and put on a good showing, so that's what we're going to try to do.
All right. And as far as your workouts go for this week, what is something that you are working hard on to prepare for Newton? Anything special?
Well, I don't think we tackled real good in space against Dangerfield. We had them wrapped up a couple of times, and they got loose. So, we're definitely working on the fundamentals of open field tackles. That was one of our things that we talked about in our coaches' meetings early on in the week. And so that was one thing. And then, obviously, you can ask me this question every week, and I'll say the same thing, is that we have to execute on offense. Defense is one of those deals that one guy can make a play, and everybody thinks the defense is doing really good. And offense, 10 people can be blocking and doing their job, and one guy can mess up, can screw up the whole offense. So, you're always working to be perfect on the offensive side, and so that's what we're trying to do.
That was Coach Keeling with our own Mark Bounds from KGAS, giving his insight on the game and what to expect and what he's looking for. Well, the teams have finally come out on the field, and we're going to have the national anthem, so let's see if we can pull it up on the air here. The Tatum Eagles band with the national anthem, and of course the flag at half-staff for a variety of reasons, primarily for Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated a couple of days ago. It was at half-mast yesterday as well for the 24th year anniversary of 9/11. And then we also have to remember those young students that were hurt in Colorado for the school shooting. So a lot going on in our country. Great time to start praying. If you haven't already, let's let's pray and make sure that we get back on track like we should. Both teams are coming out to midfield now for the coin toss for your Tatum Eagles. Hernandez, number 1. Number 58 is Estrada. Number 2, Adcock. Number 56, Freeman. And number 27, I believe it is. Yeah, Pippins. They are there for the coin toss. Other side, for Newton, number 23, Howard. Number 28, Brown. And that's all I can see right now. They have 4, we have 5. So we're just awaiting that toin toss. Tongue got over my eye tooth, couldn't see what I was saying. So the referees are explaining what's going on. And looks like he's got the coin in his hand, and he's ready to make it happen. Throws it in the air, bounces on the ground, and he's looking at the Tatum side. So it looks like Tatum made the call, and they did. They got the coin toss. I'm still trying to say it.
And elected to defer.
Okay, if you didn't hear that, then the Tatum Eagles did win the coin toss, but they elected to defer. So they'll be kicking off to start the game, and they will be receiving after halftime. And again, as I said earlier, this is homecoming for your Tatum Eagles. All the homecoming festivities will be happening at halftime, so we'll have that for you live too. Tatum is in their white pants with their Kelly green jerseys, Kelly green helmets. They are out midfield now shaking hands, and we're just about to get started with this. They're just about ready for the kickoff. Final words from their coaches. I was able this time to be able to put a microphone out in the field area, so we'll be able to hear some of the sounds going on out there. Hopefully, if there are any penalties, hopefully there are not any, but if there are, we'll be able to hear the calls so we can get a better understanding of how the game is going and what's going on. Very nice crowd for your Tatum Eagles this evening. Again, it being homecoming, you would think so. Tatum breaks their huddle and runs out on the field. Number 11, Pintor, is going to kick the ball. He's placed his little kicking tee on the 40-yard line, awaiting the ball from the referee. Newton is out on the field. Again, they're in all white with the purple trim, purple numbers. Let's see who is back for Newton. I can't see. They're in jerseys. There's looks like number 2, Patterson, and number 3, Porter. Both running backs for the team. Should be hearing some from them today. Pintor is ready for the kick, waiting for the refs to say, let's start it. So here we go. There's the whistle. Pintor is ready. He's making sure his men are set. And we're about to get this one underway. Forward he goes. There's the kick. Quick bouncer off to the right side. And the Eagles, Tatum recovers it. It looked like it was number 3, Portley. And it was. It was somewhat of an onside kick. And Portley ran up and snatched that ball between the Norton defenders. Took the ball down to the 34-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for Tatum. And then for some reason they moved it to the 47-yard line. I guess you can't advance a kick. So anyway, Adcock under center, big shift in the people, sent one receiver out to the far right. Handoff around the left side. Up. There is a flag on the play, stoppage of play. Let's see if we can find out what it was. I believe his initial sign was false start or illegal procedure against the offense. Let's just see they're backing them up 5 yards.
Legal procedure. Number 17 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
There you go. So it's 1st and 15 now for Tatum. If you're just joining us, we are just barely 15 seconds into the game. Hand off to number 20 around the right side. He's got some room. He busts down over the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. That was, I can't see my roster that far away. I'm too blind. That was number 20, George, fullback. A regular fullback, Ty Moore, hurt his ankle in last week's game, so he is sitting out, and number 20 is taking over duties, Kyson George, a sophomore. It was a good run on that one. So it's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball marked at the 42-yard line for Tatum. Adcock under center, sends a man in motion out to the right. Quarterback option out to the right, and it is broken up. It's pitched out to number 20, George, again, and he loses about 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9 to go for Tatum. It's a good defensive play on that. It was a quarterback option around the right side. Tatum is moving from our right to our left. And if you are watching this, then you already know that on EastTexasToday.com. All right, Tatum breaks a huddle. Here comes Adcock to get up under center. Tight formation. Sends a man in motion. Quick handoff to number 15. Does a nice stiff arm. Stops at the 40. Makes a move. Almost makes it enough for a 1st down. That was number 15, McAllister, I believe, on the carry. Let's see where they place the ball. Oh, it's going to be just short. Not quite a yard short. So it's 4th down. Ball placed on the Newton. Well, now. Well, no. The white hat referee is saying 1st down, but it's clearly a yard short. Referee's calling for a timeout on him. I guess they're going to measure it, but unless the lines are all messed up on this field, it'll be 4th and about 1 to go. But I'm up here, they're down there, so we'll take their word for it. It's 4th down right now. The referees are still consulting one another. I don't know if they're trying to discuss where the placement of the ball was or whether it's 1st down. And the Newton coach is understandably upset. They are going to actually move the ball forward enough for a 1st down. So apparently they were, here we go.
On the play, the tackles broke. The head linesman had it marked. It is a 1st down.
There you go. We got a 1st down out of it. There was a question about the placement of the ball after that last play, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Tatum at the Newton 37.5 yard line. Tatum breaks a huddle, got one receiver out to the left, sends another to the right. Fake handoff up the middle. Adcock keeps it around the left side, barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. So there's no gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down. Got 9:42 left to go in the 1st quarter. Still 0-0. If you know who Jason Wade is, who does a scoreboard show, he said of all the games that are happening tonight, this is the one he would like to go to because he believes this is going to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. And so far, it's kind of looking that way. Tatum breaks a huddle, sends one man out to the right, send another man motion left. Quick handoff off the right side. Number 20, fullback. He barrels his way down to about the 31-yard line. That was Kyson George on the run. Ball marked at the 31-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and about 3 to go for your Tatum Eagles. Beautiful night. It's a little warm for my taste as far as football goes, but it's a beautiful night, clear skies. Sun has gone down. It's actually twilight time out there. Tatum breaks the huddle, got 2 on the left. Now send one of them to quarterback option around the left side. He should have enough for the first down. It's number 15. Stiff-arming and pushing, and finally gets run out of bounds just over the 25-yard line. But it is a first down. That was number 15, McAllister, on the run. Knocking him out of bounds at the 15-yard line of Newton. So it's 1st and 10, Tatum. This is going to be a good game this evening. All right, Adcock breaks the huddle, gets under center, got 1 receiver out to the right, 3 in the backfield, sends 1 in motion to the left. Handoff around the right side to number 0. Howard dropped in the backfield by number 25, McCain of Newton. Loss of 4 on the play. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 14. Been no pass plays whatsoever so far. Of course, Tatum has been on offense the entire first quarter so far. Got 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So for 4 minutes, we've monopolized the clock. Tatum breaks a huddle, sends twins out to the left. Got 2 in the backfield. 1, nope, they keep it. Quarterback option, but he kept the ball and was brought down from behind by number 7, Hunter, for Newton. Another loss on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 17. Balls marked on the 32-yard line of Newton. So the last 2 plays have not worked out well at all. Loss on both of them. Now let's see what they do. Kind of get the feeling they may air this one out a little bit. 3rd down and 17. Score still 0-0 if you're just joining us. We're in the first quarter. Nope, they're going to hand off. The left side gives it to number 20, George. He takes it up the middle, a gain of about 2 on the play. 4th down. Ball marked at the 30-yard line of Newton. And it sure looks like they're going to go for it. So number 4, Elijah Williams, substitutes in. He's a running back. And timeout is called on the field. Timeout, Tatum. So we'll be back right after this message.
Change is constant. First State Bank and Trust Company knows this, and that financial technology and personal financial needs can change rapidly. So, the people you know at FSB&T always look for ways to better serve you. Mobile banking, personal checking, loans, and the many FSB&T proven products and convenient services are readily available to you. 5-star rated as one of the strongest banks in our nation, First State Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we're back. Tatum took a timeout on that, I believe. They're not showing the scoreboard yet. Yeah, Tatum took a timeout. Newton still has all 3 of theirs. Tatum just burned 1 of them, so now we're down to 2 timeouts for us. When play resumes, ball's marked at the Newton 30-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 15. Well, let's see what they have to do with this one. Adcock goes under center, got 1 man split to the left. Going back to pass, looking to the left side, heaving it far around the left side. Ball is incomplete. There are several people that are wanting a flag on that, but I didn't see it. So, ball will go over on downs. It'll be Newton's ball at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. when play resumes. So now Newton will have their first opportunity to be on offense, and Tatum will have their opportunity to be on defense. And I'm not specifically using their mascots, the Tatum Eagles, because it's the Newton Eagles as well. So here they go. Newton has broken the huddle. Quick pass out to the left. A lateral out to the left. Quarterback's number 5, Samuel. Well, no, that was pitched out to number 5, Samuel. No, correction, number 3. I got it now. 5, Samuel, quarterback, pitched out to number 3, Porter, the running back, ran around off the right side, gain of about 7 on the play. It brings it second down. Newton out to the huddle quickly. Got 1 out far left, 3 in the backfield. Hand off to number 3 again, and he is grabbed from behind and ridden down. See if I can see what Tatum player did that. I can't. I think it was number 8, Peoples, but they're on the far side of the field. The ball's marked on the far hash at the 35-yard line, so it's 3rd and 5. They send out trips to the twins out to the right with 1 additional in the slot. There's the handoff up the middle, and he fights and fights, and he does get across the 40-yard line by a yard, maybe 2. That should be enough for a first down, and it is. So it's first down Newton. Ball at the 42-yard line of Newton. Good strong run by their running back. Not quite sure who had that one. Their numbers are small on their jerseys, so they're hard to see from here. In the shotgun, the quarterback, low snap. Ball is fumbled around the backfield, but the quarterback was able to pick it up, number 13. That was Foster, the quarterback. He was able to pick it up, but still they lose. Well, now wait a minute. Is there a penalty? There must be a penalty on the play. There is. There's a flag on the other side.
Outside. Number 35 of the defense.
Defense offsides. So they mark that off and put the ball up at the 47-yard line of Newton. They're still showing first down, so it's 1st and 5. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle, number 3, Porter, around the left side. He's wide open, and he is on a rocket sled. He is flying down the field for a touchdown, Newton. Up. Whistles are being blown. There may be a flag on that play. It may not count. No, it's coming back. So they're going to take 6 off the board there, because there was a flag on the play. Still waiting on them to explain what it is. That's a break for Tatum, because he took the ball at number 3, Porter, and took off down the left side and just outran everybody. Here should be the call from the referee.
We have holding, number 14 of the offense.
So holding on the offense. That brings the ball back into Newton territory at the 40-yard line. Now it's 1st and looks like 12 to go for Newton. And they break the huddle. Quick handoff around the right side. And he gets pushed out and brought out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Ball was handed to number 2, Patterson, for Newton. He gained probably about 8 or 9 on the play. Brings it up to the 48-yard line. That makes it 2nd down and 4 for Newton. I know these numbers don't seem to add up, but between penalties and that sort of thing, it doesn't. But trust me, it's 2nd down and 4 right now for Newton, just shy of their 50-yard line. Quarterback takes the ball, hand off to the left. Number 5 makes a juke step out to the left. Does number 5 Samuel. Fights his way down across midfield down to the 47-yard line of Tatum, where it is a first down, Newton. Well, both defenses are beginning to feel out the offense of their opposing team, and this looks like it's going to be a low-scoring game because they are fighting hard out on that field for every yard they get. Handoff up the middle to number 3, Porter for Newton. Pickup of a couple on the play. It's second down and 8. Ball is going to be marked at the 45-yard line of Tatum. Got 3:57 left to go in the first quarter. Score still 0-0. I'm Ken Carroll here with Greg Bradford on video and Josh Good back at the studio, bringing you this homecoming game for your Tatum Eagles on this beautiful Friday evening. Newton breaks the huddle. Number 13, Foster, under center. Takes the snap, handoff quick up the middle. There are flags on the play. And he almost was brought down in the backfield by number 8, Peoples. But he broke that tackle and makes it out to, looks like about the 42-yard line. But there, as I said, there is a flag on the play. So let's see what that is. There's no indication, no moving, no nothing yet. Here comes the call.
Illegal procedure, number 8 of the offense.
There you go. So the play's coming back. Newton is killing themselves with their own penalties. So from the original line of scrimmage, they're going to mark off 5. Resume second down. It puts the ball right at midfield. So it'll be second down and 13 for Newton. In the huddle, now they break the huddle. 13, Foster, the quarterback, is under center. Takes the snap. Quick handoff around the right side to number 5, Samuel. Turns the corner and runs out at about the 42, 43. But another flag is thrown on the play right toward the end of it. Samuel does get run out of bounds.
Holder, number 2 of the offense.
Holding on Newton. So another penalty. It's probably the 4th or 5th one just in this series of downs for Newton. Referee's marking them off. Actually, one of the officials is. Again, back on Newton's side of the 50-yard line. Still second down. The ball is marked at the 48-yard line of Newton. Let's try this again. Number 13, Foster, under center. Gone back for a pass. Long pass to number 8, and it is no good. Man, he had 2 receivers around him. 2 defenders around him. Number 3, I'm sorry. Well, I can't see. They run, so they're sideways, and I can't see their numbers. Looks like number 8, maybe, Hunter, was the intended receiver. And through his hands, he could have caught that, but it was also well defended by Tatum. And they were lucky because that would have been down inside right over the 20 on the reception on that. So it brings up finally third down and 15. There's a snap back looking to pass, and he keeps the ball and is brought down in the backfield. So a loss of yardage on that one. Good job by the Tatum Eagles. That'll bring up 4th down. Ball marked at the Newton 47-yard line. So a loss of a couple of on that play. Again, that'll be 4th down for Newton. They are bringing in what appears to be a punting unit. They got number 3, Porter, back in the punting position. And we have our quarterback, number 2, Adcock, back to receive the punt. Here's the snap. Decent snap, a little slow. And there's the kick. And it's rolling, and it's not going to be a good spot for us. It finally falls dead at the 5-yard line. So when we return, It'll be your Tatum Eagles, 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line. We'll be back right after this message.
Do you understand your current insurance coverage? Are you covered for all the things you need, or worse, things you no longer need? At Hudson Financial Group, we will assist you in maximizing and understanding your coverages. With access to multiple carriers, we can help you find the best coverage for the best price. Home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, life insurance, and financial planning. Hudson Financial Group is your one-stop shop. Call us today, 903-693-7874. Hudson Financial Group.
We're back. I said that was a very good roll on that punt. Went all the way back to the 5-yard line. So Tatum starts at their own 5, which is going to be real hard to see from way over here because they're at the far end of the field and it's dark down on that end. It's a handoff up the middle and gain of maybe 1 yard on the play. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. We have just under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Score is still 0-0. Tatum against Newton. Tatum has the ball at their own 6-yard line. Quarterback option around the right side, and the man's got all the room in the world. He is broken free, got one man to beat. And he finally jukes around, and they caught up to him, but not until he gets it down to about the 46. It was about a 40-yard run on that. Beautiful run. It was number 15, McAllister. The quarterback option pitched out to the right side, and he was off to the races. Definitely a first down. That was the best play of the night so far. A first down and 10 for the Tatum Eagles. Ball marked at their own 48-yard line. 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. Adcock under center. Another option around the left side. Still got room. Another first down. Cannot see his jersey, so I don't know who's running with the ball. I think it's zero turn. Boy, there you go. Number 0. Brandon Howard on that run. Very nice run. About a 15-yard run on that. Another first down for Tatum. And there's timeout on the field called. And I believe, it was timeout by Newton. We'll just keep it right here because they usually have very quick timeouts.
First choice timeout this half.
So that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that leaves both teams with 2 timeouts. So 2 great back-to-back offensive plays by the Tatum Eagles. 2 great runs off of quarterback options. One around the right side, it brought about a 40-yard run. One around the left side, they brought about a 15-yard run. The Newton coach is barking out at one of the officials, screaming that was holding on that play, according to his body language and what he's trying to show. But if they don't see it, they ain't going to call it. All right, play's about to resume. It'll be 1st and 10 Tatum at the Newton 36-yard line. Waiting on the ref to give us the okay to go, and he just did. So Adcock gets under center. One man split left, another one up. Fumble on play. Popped up out of nowhere, and Newton recovers the ball. So that will put a damper on things. Ball will be marked at the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Newton after that fumble. It was a quick handoff up the middle. I did not catch who had the ball, but it was a mass of players where he ran into, and all of a sudden the ball comes squirting out up the top. Somebody from Newton grabbed it, and the rest is history. It's 1st and 10 Newton at their own 34-yard line. We've got 1:14 left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0. 13 back to pass. He's got a guy down on the right side. He's wide open. Oh, and he just dropped it. Pass was to number 2, Patterson. He beat his defender, which was number 8, Peoples, I believe. May have been Howard as well. Both of them were back in that area. Had him beat by a foot. The ball hit his hands and bounced right out. So All that work, all that noise, no return. So now it's 2nd down and 10. Again, 1:08 left to go in the quarter. 0-0 is your score. Newton has the ball. Foster under. Pitch out to the left to number 3, Porter. And he barrels down across right at about the 45-yard line of Newton, and it's enough for a first down. So they make a first down on that. Ball marked at the 45-yard line. One minute left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Thank you for tuning in to us today on EastTexasToday.com. All right, quarterback under for Newton. Handoff up the middle to number 3. There goes a flag. Porter. Foster, the quarterback, number 13, hands off to Porter around the left side up the behind the tackles. And the flag comes flying through, and from the looks of things, it's going against Newton. And it is. Let's see what it is.
We'll have Colbert, number 59 of the offense.
It was holding against Newton. So that's a 10-yard mark off. This game would be a whole lot different if they didn't have all these penalties against Newton. So it'll be first down and 20. Ball at the Newton 35-yard line for Newton. Here comes the pass out to the right flats. He's got a little running room, but they're going to catch him down at about the 41-yard line and roll him out of bounds. No, he didn't make it out of bounds. The ref says keep it going. The official says keep the clock running, and we're down under 30 seconds left to go. When play resumes, it'll be 2nd down and 14 for Newton. They are not going to get this play off, so that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Lot of penalties against Newton. They are being their worst enemy tonight. Tatum, on the other hand, has had a couple of really nice offensive plays. So let's see what this second quarter brings up. The end of the first quarter, your score 0-0. We'll be right back.
If you live in Texas, and especially if you live in the country, everyone knows you need a truck. And XL Ford has your truck for whatever needs you have. From the F-150 to the F-350, your perfect truck is at XL Ford. You can even customize it online at xlford.net. And if they don't have it on the lot, they'll get it for you fast. As always, right on the loop and right on the price.
And we're back. We're ready to start the second quarter. This game between the Newton Eagles and the Tatum Eagles. I'm Ken Carroll with you. Greg Bradford over there on the video, and good old Josh Good back at the station making everything work right for us. Score is 0-0. This is homecoming night for Tatum. So during halftime, we will have all the homecoming activities and festivities and crowning and such. And you can keep it right here because we'll be covering that the whole time. So here we go. 2nd down and 14 for Newton. The ball marked at their own 41-yard line. There's the snap. Quick pass, quick snap back to number 5. Okay, let's examine that play. Number 5, it was a pitch out to number 5, Samuels, who is also a quarterback. He took the ball a few steps, heaved it down the field, and pass was incomplete. He was well covered, almost intercepted, actually. That little, wasn't necessarily a flea flicker, but that little play there didn't fool much anybody. Had Samuels held that ball any length of time at all, he would have been sacked because one of our Eagles was coming after him hard, one of our Tatum Eagles. So it's 3rd down now, 3rd and 14, still ball at the 41-yard line. Pitch out to the right side at number 3. Oh, they almost had him in the backfield, but they still cover him up. He doesn't get past the 45. But he sure fought his way, though. He did make it back to the 45. Back to the original line of scrimmage. A tough runner. Hard runner. Hard to bring down because they should have had him in the backfield. Number 3, Porter for Newton. But he refused to give up. But Tatum didn't give up either and ended up getting him only a 4-yard gain on it, so that means it's 4th down and 10. Newton is back to punt. Gentleman just ran that ball, is getting the ball to punt. And there's the catch to number 2, Adcock. He brings it forward for about 5 yards. Brought down just over the 25-yard line. It will be 1st down and 10 for Tatum at the, looks like 17-yard line. We just started the second quarter. Again, score is still still 0-0. Biggest nemesis for Newton has been themselves. They've had at the very least, a half a dozen penalties just in that last offensive run. So they're killing themselves, but we're trying to make sure that it stays that way. Big shift on Tatum's part. Adcock under center, sends a man in motion, handoff around the left side. Number 22. 27, that's Pippins. Picked up about 2 on the play, maybe 3. That'll bring up 2nd down. McAllister comes in now on this next play. 2nd down and we'll say 8. Number 17, Tower. Up, pitch out to the right side. Tuck that ball in. Number 15, we just mentioned him, McAllister, that came in. He got back. Well, actually, he lost. Oh, yeah, he lost a yard on the play, so that'll bring up 3rd down. Both teams do a good job of getting the offense on the field and getting the play called and get to the line very quickly. Doesn't give the defense much opportunity to set very well for that. And it doesn't do real well for us trying to call the game, too, because it happens so fast. Here we go. Up. Referee calling timeout. Timeout was called by Newton. So that's their 2nd timeout of the half. They've got 1 left.
Timeout. Newton, 2nd timeout this half.
That's right. So apparently the coaches saw something they didn't like on defense and called a timeout. Didn't like what they saw, rather, on Eagles, on Tatum's offense. So they called a timeout to make sure that they didn't just run away with a free 1st down on this. So when play resumes, it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Tatum. The ball will be placed at the 28, 27. Scoreboard says 3rd and 9, ball's on the 27. So we'll go with that. Very, very good crowd for Tatum, but you would expect it to be for their homecoming. Decent crowd for Newton's, considering how far away they are. All right, here we go. Drops his arm, the referee does, and Adcock's under center. Here's a snap. Up, is looking to pass. Oh, that was a nice fake by the quarterback, but it was overthrown his man. Number 17, Tover. Adcock went back and had 2 men chasing him, two Newton players chasing him, and he did a move, and one of them jumped up, and he just ran right up underneath him and then threw the ball. Just overthrew his receiver was the problem. So that ball was incomplete. So it's 4th down now, and there's a snap back for the punt. Adcock for the punt. Number 2. Not a very good punt at all. The ball will be marked. Let's see. Close to midfield. There's a flag on the play. Another flag. I see 2 flags out. But I don't see our referee. There he is. He's over on the near side, discussing stuff, making sure he understands who everybody that threw a flag has a reason for it. So as soon as they, almost all the referees are in the huddle now. 5 of the 7, and 2 are close by as backup. Tatum's coming out on the field for defense, but they are moving back. So I don't know if this is going to be a re-kick. It looks like they're setting up for a re-kick. Well, here comes the referee.
We had 12 men on defense.
Okay, so the flag was for 12 men on the defense. So we'll probably want, and again I'm speculating, but we're probably going to want to re-kick that because that was a bad punt. Let's see. Maybe a 20-yard punt. So they should, I guess they're just going to re-kick from the same place. They're going to mark. Going to mark all 5 yards. Make it 4th down. That's what I thought was going to happen, but the way they were lining up, it just didn't look like that was going to come to fruition. But Adcock back again for the punt. This time, hopefully, he'll get a good clean snap to him. Almost over his head. There's a short kick, squib kick. Nice roll all the way down so far to the 25. And it falls dead at the 20, we'll say the 24.5 yards. So that was a great kick, considering much better than what it was at first. So when play resumes, it'll be 1st and 10 for Newton at their own 27-yard line. We'll be back right after these words.
Don't let the heat get you down. Let Monty Bacon at Carthage Furniture keep you cool and comfortable this summer. Monty's just received a huge shipment of Frederick's air conditioners, from the 8,000 BTU unit to the full-size 24,000 BTU unit. You need one that heats and cools? Well, he's got that as well. By the way, they'll install it free, and the guys do a fantastic job. Need a lift chair? Monty has those as well, starting at $7.99. Carthage Furniture, where delivery is always free, and Rosa speaks Spanish.
And we've got him back up to the line. Pitch out to the right side for Newton, the number 3. And he gets a head of steam going. It's hard to bring him down. He picks up about 4 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. That was Porter for Newton. He is their workhorse running back for sure. And he's only a junior. So Newton has some good stuff going for them for at least another year. Timeout's called. Looks like an injury timeout. So while they're tending to that, we'll be back right after this.
Kick off your weekend with a skydive from 10,000 feet. It's Skydive East Texas, where we offer tandem jumps, group rates, and jump school to build your skills and earn your license. Call to reserve your time at 903 Skydive. That's 903 Skydive. Or visit us online at skydiveeasttexas.com.
100% pure adrenaline. All you got to do is jump.
Skydive East Texas, located in Gladewater.
Okay, we're back. The injured player for Tatum is making his own way off the field. So that's a good sign. It's always a good sign when that happens. There is no score in the game. It's still 0-0, 8:52 to go in the second quarter. Now, we did have a Newton running touchdown in the first quarter, but that was nullified by a penalty against Newton. That's as close as we've come to any scoring on this half so far. Again, it's homecoming for Tatum, so at halftime they'll have all their own homecoming festivities, and we will cover that right here live. EastTexasToday.com for KGAS, your sports beat station for East Texas. Here's Newton with the snap, quarterback keeper, and we've got him way back in the backfield, and we brought him down about the 16-yard line. Loss of almost 10 on that. Quarterback number 13, Foster, took the ball, faked a handoff, curled around, and when he turned around, was facing a couple of Eagles, a couple of Tatum Eagles. And they brought him down at the, let's see, looks like about the 16-yard line. So it brings up third down and very long for Tatum. For Newton. Fake handoff, fake pass, a handoff up the middle, number 3, and he is juking and jiving and running. We finally take him down, but he gets across midfield for a definite first down. I do not see any flags on this play. So ball will be marked at the Tatum 47-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Newton with 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Quick handoff around the left side. He's coming toward us, number 2. They bring him down at the 40-yard line. That was Patterson for Newton. Ball will be marked at, I believe, the 39. And it is. So that brings up second down, second and about 2.5 for Newton. I tell you, they've got a couple of running backs, number 2, number 3, Patterson and Porter, that when they get some clear skies ahead of them, they turn on the afterburners and they're gone. So, and once they get the speed up, they're hard to tackle. Pitch out to number 5, Samuel, who was the quarterback. He breaks a lot of tackles, and he's finally brought down inside the 15-yard line by Tatum. That was number 12 who got him, Grayson Lee, for Tatum. Had he not, it would have been 6 on the board if there weren't a flag, and there's not one. So that brings up a 1st and 10 at the Tatum, looks like 12-yard line from here. Newton breaks the huddle. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Snap to him, low snap, takes the ball straight up the middle. Maybe a gain of a couple. Actually looks like a gain of 3 on the play. Second down. That was KJ Porter on the run, number 3. Tatum's defensive line has to be getting tired because Newton's line is pretty good size. There's some big boys on there. And, you know, they're getting tired of being manhandled around. Number 5, Samuel's under center. Snap the ball, pitch to the right to number 7. He jukes and moves and takes it around the right side. Stayed in bounds. Looks like he made it down to about the 6-yard line. That brings up third down. It's number 7, Hunter, for Newton. Got 6:16 left to go in the half. Still score 0-0, but Newton is threatening the ball on the 6-yard line. It's third down. They can make a first down without a touchdown. Number 5, pitch out to number 3, and he barrels his way in for a touchdown, Newton. That was Porter, KJ Porter, who ironically was the one who made the touchdown earlier but was called back because of the penalty. So they're going for 2. Fumble on the snap. And we have the ball and we're running. If we can get it all the way down there, we can get some points. They finally bring him down at the 36-yard line. Who was that got the ball? Number 35. That was Micah Thomas that picked up the fumble for the point after and was hauling the mail till he got down to about the 35. Newton finally dragged him down. Had he made it, that would have been points for us. So the point after was no good. 5:54 left to go in the first half. Your score, Newton's got 6, and Tatum, we're 0 right now. But that little fumble recovery may have just sparked the offense to get going. We've had a couple of nice plays, and we were driving really well last time, but we fumbled. And that kind of slowed us down. We couldn't get out of our own way that last series. We did get a good punt, but then they took it and just ran with it all the way down the field. So, Newton's ready to kick off. Ball at the 40-yard line. It'll be number 7, Hunter, on the kickoff. There's the kick. Goes over the head. No, not quite. Ball's taken at the 15-yard line. Still fighting. Brings it out to about the 30-yard line, so a 15-yard return on that. No penalties, no fumbles or anything. So it'll be 1st and 10 at Tatum at their own 30-yard line, 15-yard kickoff return. Tatum going from left to right from our vantage point. Again, Newton in the all-white helmets, jersey, pants with purple lining or purple outline. And Tatum in their hunter green helmets and jerseys and white pants. Quick handoff up the middle. Number 20, he fights his way. Let's see here. Fights his way down to the 37. Does George. So it'll be 2nd down and 3 for Tatum. Nice hard run up the middle. Adcock under center, sends a man motion right. Hand off to the right side. I would feel so much better if some of these Tatum runners would keep the ball snug to their body instead of letting it fling out like that, because that's going to be really dangerous and hurt them one of these times. It's 3rd down, a gain of about a yard on the play, so it's 3rd and 2 at the 43-yard line. Correction, at the 38-yard line of Tatum. Pick up at least 3 on this one, guys. Quick snap up the middle. And he's going to be close. Going to be real close on that. And they're going to call it 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 Tatum. Struggled his way up to the 40-yard line, which was just enough for a 1st down. 4:32 left to go in the half. Clock is ticking. Your score 6-0. Newton on a run this last series for Newton. A short run, about 5 yards or so. Whistle on the play. My guess is something against the offense because they stopped the play. It was 1st and 10 at the Tatum 40-yard line. We'll see now. I'm going to guess they're going to mark off 5. It looked like there was some movement on the far side over there for Tatum. Here comes the man with the plan.
False start. Number 52 of the offense.
So, false start offense. Back them up 5 yards, do it all over again. Be 1st and 15 now. Ball's at the 35-yard line of Tatum. Again, 4:10 left to go in the first half. 6-0 Newton. My guess was that it was going to be a low-scoring game, and so far they've proven me to be correct for once. Doesn't happen much. Just ask my wife. Here's the snap. Handoff around the right side, and they wrap him up almost immediately in the backfield. So there's a loss of at least 3 on that. That'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't see who ran that ball. I think it was number 27, Pippins. they were just when the handoff, he was going around the left side. When the handoff was made, there were Newton Eagles right in his face, so he had no chance of doing anything there. Second down, handoff goes around the right side, following his blockers, number 15. That's McAllister. Makes a decent gain. Still not enough to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 now. Ball is on the 37.5 yard line. Correction, 38.5. Well, he picked up about 6 on that play. So it's 3rd, and as I said, a little under 12. 2:38 left to go in the first half. A little switcheroo. Handoff number 0. He's got some running room. They drop him down at about the 45 yard line. So there were about 6.5, 7 yards pickup on that play. Now it brings up 4th and 5. We've got just over 2 minutes left to go in the first half, so there's going to be a timeout called here at the 2-minute timeout time. They don't call it 2-minute warning. 2-minute timeout. And there it is. And we'll see what's going to happen. It's be 4th and 5. Correct, 4th down and 5 to go for Tatum. We'll be back to find out what they're going to do right after these messages.
A Friendly Insurance in Tatum is an independent insurance company providing auto, home, and commercial insurance. Call Roger or Jeanette at 903-947-3296. A Friendly Insurance is located at 215 North Hill Street. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4:30. Call 903-947-3296. And they are proud supporters of the Tatum Eagles.
Okay, we're back. And the situation is this. It is 4th down. Tatum Eagle has the ball. They have 5 yards in order to make a first down. So it's... So what timeout? I didn't hear that. 2-minute timeout. Okay. So they need 5 yards, Tatum does, to make a first down. We've got just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. They're showing punt. And that's what they're doing. Oh, and it's blocked. And it's caught by Newton. That did not work out well at all for Tatum. The punt was blocked up into the air and recovered by Newton. So it'll be Newton's ball, 1st and 10 at Tatum's 30-yard line with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. So this could prove to be costly for Tatum. We'll see how this works out. Maybe we can return the favor. Okay, there's a handoff around the left side to number 3, and he makes one heck of a run. I think it was number 3. No, it was number 2. Correction, Patterson. That is far enough, well enough for a first down. Ball will be placed at the 15-yard line, so a 15-yard run on that by Newton. First down. Pitch out to number 3 on the right side. And he picks up about 5 on the play. That's Porter for Newton. I hate to say it, but it looks like Tatum is just tired. They've been out there quite a bit on defense. And as I said before, Newton's got some big old boys out there, so they've been manhandling them. So this halftime break will come in handy. 2nd and 5 for Newton. Pitch out to number 5. And he's juking and moving and moving and juking and gets down to about the 2-yard line. That was Samuel. Take the run. That was enough for a first down. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what that has to be.
we had holding. Number 2 of the offense.
Okay, Newton gets caught again with a flag with holding, so that play is going to come back. Let's see where they end up placing the ball. He's still walking at the 20. There's another flag in the air, and this time I'm thinking it's going to be against the coaches' side, the Newton's coaches. Ball placed at the 20. Let's see what he says.
We have sideline warning on the coaches for Newton.
Sideline warning. And granted, should have been because they were a good 5 yards onto the field. And they were barking at the referee. They didn't like that call, obviously. So 2nd down and 15. 1 minute left to go in the first half. Okay, that was number 3. The ball must have come loose because I saw the referee throw his mean bag down. But Newton still recovered it if it did. No gain on the play. Brings up, well, actually a loss of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 16 for Newton. Newton just collapsing in upon themselves. Let's see that they continue to do that. 3rd down and long. Here's a snap. Play is stopped by the far line judge.
Timeout.
Oh, Tatum called a timeout. I believe that leaves them with 1. I think both have just 1 left. When we come back for play, when they come back on the field, it'll be 3rd down, ball at the 21-yard line. They have to go down to about the 5-yard line for a first down. So it's a good 15, 16 yards for a first down. We'll see how that works out. Again, it's homecoming night here at Tatum at the halftime, which is coming up in 38 seconds. They'll have the court out, and we'll have all that audio for you and video. So make sure you stay tuned and see the court for Tatum for 2025-2026 school year. They're already at the end zone, and I see a bunch of sparkly dresses and long gowns and all that. So it's going to be some beauty going on here. Okay, we're about to kick it back in. It's 3rd down and long for Newton. Ball marked at the 21-yard line. Got a shift to the right. Number 13 under. Fake pitch out, looking for a pass. Number 13, nope. And the pass was incomplete. And I don't see any laundry on the field, so apparently that was a good call. The coaches on the Newton side need to be careful because they're 10 yards onto the field now. I don't know if they're barking at their own players or what, but they better be careful. It's 4th down now. 32 seconds left to go. It's an exciting game. 4th down and maybe 16. There's the ball. 13 is back for the pass. And they bring him down, so no. Newton does not score. Number 6 for Tatum. Quincy Davis brings the quarterback down in the backfield. They do not make the first down. Ball goes over on downs. 1st and 10, Tatum. Only 25 seconds left to go in the half, but they stopped them from scoring. Ball will be marked at the 25-yard line of Tatum. It'll be 1st and 10. That's going to be really, really good for them to go back into the clubhouse with that, knowing they stopped them, even though Newton did a lot of the work themselves with the penalties. But they did stop them. I'm guessing that we're going to take a knee. Looks like the formation for that, and that's exactly what we do. Adcock takes the snap, drops a knee, and that will be the end of the first half, I believe. We've got 10 seconds left to go in the half and 26 on the game clock, so that should be it, and it is. So at the end of the first half, your score, Newton Eagles 6, Tatum Eagles 0. Be an exciting another half of game coming up here shortly. But until then, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to enjoy the halftime festivities for homecoming right here at Eagle Stadium in Tatum, Texas.
Now this is a big deal. DQ's $7.49 chicken strip country basket. 4 golden chicken strips, crispy fries, buttery Texas toast, and your choice of gravy or DQ Texas sauce for a bold, zesty kick in every dip. Want to go bigger? Add on a sweet DQ treat. Don't miss the $7.49 chicken strip country basket. Big flavor, small price, only for a limited time.
That's what I like about Texas.
Darren Anthony Insurance and Financial Services is the Tatum area representative for Farmers Insurance Group. Anthony Insurance and Financial Services offers a full line of auto, commercial, home, and life insurance. Your one-stop shop for insurance in Tatum. Stop by for fast, friendly service. That's Anthony Insurance and Financial Services. Call 903-947-2271. Anthony Insurance and Financial Services wishes Tucker a great senior year.
In 1958, the Hillary family purchased a small telephone company in their hometown of Medicine Park. Now in their third generation, Hillary delivers state-of-the-art services across rural Oklahoma. From Main Street business owners and our future generation of leaders to farmers at the heart of our rural economies, Hillary is always innovating, consistently connecting, and relentlessly going where others won't. Because every community, every person matters.
All right, we're back at the halftime here in Eagle Stadium in Tatum, Texas, where your Tatum Eagles are trailing the Newton Eagles 6-0. But the Tatum Eagles defense has really stepped up and just slammed the door on that last offensive run by Newton, who got the ball after a block punt at about the 30-yard line of Tatum and had several opportunities, just could not put it across the goal line because the Tatum Eagles stood up and stopped them. Now, granted, Newton had a few penalties against them that didn't help them at all. But nonetheless, we go to halftime with the score only 6-0. And I think this added rest that the Tatum defense gets for halftime is really going to show. And I know Coach Keeling is very good at halftime about adjusting things and making the necessary changes. So the second half is going to be an excellent second half of the game. But in the meanwhile, it's homecoming right here in Tatum. Let's go to the field and listen and enjoy the festivities.
First will be the band Bo and the band Sweetheart. The band Sweetheart is Henry Donovan. The parents are Claire and Amanda Donovan. She is being escorted by Tanner Hunter. Henry is active in band, prayer, track and field, where she serves the district, academic UII, Christian Fellowship of Christian Students, and the National Honor Society. She plans to attend ETBU, a major in communication disorders, to eventually be a speech-language pathologist, or whatever the Lord calls me to do. The band Bo is Connor Humphrey. He's a senior. Jeremy Humphrey and Tasha Kane are his parents. Band tennis, UIL academics. He plans to attend Texas A&M to get a degree in engineering. Band Sweetheart and Band Bo, Hadley Donovan and Connor Humphrey. Introducing FFA Sweetheart and FFA Bo. The FFA Sweetheart is Caroline May Smith. Parents are Kate and Tiffany Smith. She's being escorted by Cannon Smith. Her activities include drill team manager, FFA vice president, FFA show team. After high school, she plans to attend junior college and transfer to Texas A&M. Through time, she hopes to earn a degree in nursing. Cannon Smith. Parents are Kurt and Alicia Smith. He's active in baseball, student council, National Honor Society, president of the FFA. He plans to attend Stephen F. Austin and obtain a bachelor's degree in geospatial science and a minor in forestry. FFA Sweetheart and FFA bow, Caroline Smith and Karen Smith. Introducing Cheer Sweetheart, Winter Taylor. Winter's parents are Rogers Taylor and Alicia Taylor. She was being escorted by Nino Espadia. She was active, obviously, in cheerleading. She plans to pursue a degree to become an echocardiography sonographer. I messed up the first one and got the second one. She also wants to travel. Her favorite quotes from Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you. Cheer Sweetheart, Winter Taylor, and her escort, Nino Espadia. Eaglet Sweetheart is Brayla Hill. Her parents are Brittany and Bryson Hill. Her escort is Corday People. She's active with the drill team, tennis, and student council. Her future plans include continuing her education after high school by majoring in kinesiology and pursuing her passion for dancing, while trusting in the Lord to guide her in the right direction. Eaglet Sweetheart, Brayla Hill, and her escort, Corday People. Football Sweetheart, senior, Brianna Lebeloso. Parents are Carolina Jaime and Manuel Jaime. She's being escorted by Micah Thomas. Her high school activities include National Honor Society, Secretary Treasurer, drill team manager, student athletic trainer, tennis, and UIL academics. Football Sweetheart, Brianna Lebeloso. Freshman Duchess, Aaliyah Williams. Parents are Whitney Williams. Her escort is Elijah Williams. Her activities include volleyball, cheer, student council, basketball, track, tumbling, and softball. Her future plans are to graduate with a scholarship in cheer sports. She'd like to go to college to become a nurse practitioner. Freshman Duchess, Aaliyah Williams. Freshman Duchess, Arlene Zarco. Parents are Juan Carlos and Elio Zarco. She is escorted by Braden Cook. Activities include student council, cheer, and softball. Her future plans are to study in the medical field and hopefully become a radiologist and help people. Freshman Duchess, Arlene Zarco. Sophomore Duchess, Kalasia Neal. Parents, Natasha Rupp Neal and Dad, Travis Neal. Escorted by Sean Halton. She is active in Eaglettes and band. She wants to graduate cosmetology school and start her own hair salon. Sophomore Duchess, Kalea Neal. Sophomore Duchess, Braylee Smith. Parents, Daniel Aiken and Justin Smith. Escorted by Bentley McElroy. Activities include softball. After high school, her plans are to have a good family and a nice house. Sophomore Duchess, Braylee Smith. Junior Duchess, Kayla Baker. Parents, Cody and Christy Baker, escorted by Grayson Lee. Activities include drill team, golf, National Honor Society. She plans to attend a 4-year college and get a job in the medical field. Junior Duchess, Kayla Baker. Junior Duchess, Loriana Quintero. Parents, Amado Quintero, Diana Quintero. Escorted by Huntington Pintor. She's active in volleyball and soccer. After high school, she plans to graduate high school and further her education in the medical field. Junior Duchess, Lorena Quintero. And now, Queen nominee, Tatum Barker. Parents, Levin and Devin Barker. She is being escorted by Levin Barker. School activities include student council, volleyball, golf, UIL, social studies, National Honor Society. For future plans and goals, she hopes to go to Texas A&M University, major in public health, and study to become a registered nurse. Queen nominee, senior Tatum Barker. Queen nominee, Kason Foster. Her parents are James Foster and Christina Foster. She's been escorted by her father, James Foster. She plays volleyball, golf, runs track. She's an officer in the National Honor Society. She's Sergeant at Arms. She's a 4-year participant in student council. She participates in social studies and mathematics for academic UIL. Queen nominee, senior Kason Foster. Homecoming Queen nominee, senior Camden Scott. Parents, Jamie Scott, Aaron Scott. Stepdad, Sherman Ray. Her escort is Sherman Ray. Her activities include volleyball, basketball, track, cross country, UIL, student council, and the National Honor Society. Her future plans and goals: she has committed to Metropolitan State University at Denver in Denver, Colorado for volleyball, where she will major in political science. She then plans to apply to Columbia University's law school to become a civil rights attorney. Senior Queen nominee, Camden Scott. And now, to present the crown, our Queen from 2024, Kyla Bridges. The Tatum High School Homecoming Queen 2025 is Kason Foster. At this time, the homecoming court is dismissed. Football players, you can return to the locker room. Thank you for participating. Thanks to all the parents and participants that made this successful this evening. Thank you, Eaglettes, for making this a special occasion.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's your homecoming court and homecoming queen for Tatum Independent School District right here in Tatum, Texas for the school year 2025-2026. We have about 15 minutes left to go before we kick off the second half of the game. The Newton Eagles band will be coming out on the field and giving their halftime performance. So after a couple of announcements, we will rejoin the Newton band right after these words.
How's air conditioning and electrical?
I heard my voice on your radio commercial.
Well, we decided we'd use your calls to show how we really do have something for everyone.
So I'm famous now?
Well, semi-famous. After all, this is local radio.
And I want to be famous.
Well, we're famous for helping everyone with heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too.
I'll have my agents call you to talk about money.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, we are going to leave it with you with the Newton Band as they're getting set up and enjoy their halftime performance, after which we should be getting the second half of this game going, which was an exciting game so far. The score is Newton 6, Tatum 0. It's been one heck of a first half, and we're expecting the second half to be even greater. I'm Ken Carroll with you right here, and Greg Bradford right beside me here on the video. And, of course, our own Josh Good back at the studio making sure things run smoothly and we sound better than we actually do. We're so glad that you joined us here on EastTexasToday.com, where you can always find the Tatum Eagles football and video. Sometimes we'll be on the radio as well. We'll let you know when that happens. But in the meanwhile, you can always pick us up right here on EastTexasToday.com. Video and audio during the regular season. If we make it to the playoffs, that's a whole different ballgame because of the National Federation of High School Sports. But in the meanwhile, hope you enjoy it. So let's tune it over to the Newton Band and see what great music they have for us tonight.
Tonight, the band will be performing two selections from their 2025 marching show entitled Purple Rain. The band would like to dedicate this year's marching show to our 2025 varsity football team for their outstanding achievements over the last 50 years, and especially the recent past where our team has gone undefeated in district play for the last 12 seasons. Our first selection is called Let's Go Crazy, and it features solos by sophomore Preston Olson on the Barry sax, junior Levi Cooley on trumpet, sophomore Riley Gaspard on the mellophone, and eighth grader Jace DeCane on the drum set. The band will finish this evening's performance with Prince's biggest hit of all time, Purple Rain, and we would like to invite the crowd to sing along with us. Please sit back and enjoy our journey back in time as we celebrate one of the greatest artists of all time, Prince.
And there you have the Newton Eagles band, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that. We're going to get the second half underway here in about 5 minutes. I should not look at the clock in a reflection because it looks backwards. As far as the first half goes, there was a lot of plays, a lot of good plays, a lot of bad plays. But your Tatum Eagles look pretty good. They looked like they were getting a little tired there toward the end, understandably. It's still hot outside. I don't know what the temperature is, but it is not cool because I just had to run out there, and it's quite warm still. So I'm sure that's taking some out of them. The score right now at the first half is Newton 6, Tatum 0. Newton, in all honesty, Newton has been its own worst enemy. They have gotten a number of penalties called on them. That has done a lot to stop their momentum. That very last drive they were having, they were down very close to the goal line, and between penalties and a tough Tatum Eagles defense, the Tatum Eagles stopped Newton from driving and scoring, which was very good to end the half on as far as the Tatum Eagles go. At the beginning of the game, at the coin flip, Tatum won the coin toss, decided to defer, so they will be receiving for the third quarter of the second half of this game. And that, as I said, will be getting underway here in 2 or 3 minutes. Other than that, it's been a slobber knocker. They have gone back and forth. There have been some sparks on offense on both teams. Been some great defensive plays on both teams. This game will be won in the trenches. From Newton's standpoint, if they can quit the penalties, they have a much better shot at coming out victorious. If Tatum can get their offense rolling, and if Coach Keeling can get something on defense to stop their two main runners, number 2 Patterson, number 3 Porter, and at times number 5 Samuel, who's the quarterback some of the times, and number 13 Foster is the quarterback some of the times of Newton, then maybe we can get some score on the board and make this a closer game and come out on top. I know Coach Keaton has some plans for the second half. It's going to be interesting to find out what they are, and we will cover that here in just a minute. But first, let's hear from a couple of our great sponsors without whom we could not be doing this for you. So when you hear about these sponsors, if you see them, let them know you heard them. Do some business with them. They'll appreciate it, and we will too. We'll be back right after this.
Check off your to-do list with big savings on building materials at Kane Hardware and Lumber. Kane's is your one-stop shop for building materials for large-scale jobs, small projects, and everything in between. Whether you're building a house, adding on, or just updating, we carry the concrete, drywall, lumber, insulation, roofing, siding, molding, and many more products you'll need. Add character and charm to your home with our large selection of paint colors. We have all the products you need. Shop Kane Hardware and Lumber at 224 South Shelby Street in Carthage. Kelly's Collision Center can now correct those flaws from minor to major. Kelly's offers complete collision repair as well as auto glass repair or replacement, all with quality and service guaranteed to please you. Kelly's Collision Center offers free estimates, and they're always first in quality and first in service. And we provide assistance with claim handling from start to finish. Kelly's Collision Center on Highway 59 North, just 2 miles north of the Loop, 903-693-2328.
When you need a tow, you need to know Garrett's Wrecker Service. Call 903-693-5782. Fully insured, offering local and long-distance towing. They respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy-duty towing, you need Garrett's Wrecker Service. Don't just call anyone. Call the one who knows. Garrett's Wrecker Service. That number again, 903-693-5782.
We are back, and Newton is on the field ready to kick off, and the Tatum is just now coming out of their tunnel. They waited to the last second to get out there. Even some of the coaches were saying, come on, let's go. So we are ready to get the second half underway. As I said, Newton's already on the field. They just haven't gotten the ball to tee up yet. Tatum is heading out on the field to receive. In the back for Tatum will be number 0, Brandon Howard, and number 15, McAllister, Isaac McAllister. They'll be deep for the kickoff. The kickoff by Newton will be done by number 7. Is that Cleveland Hunter? And there's the kick. So the second half is underway. It's a squibbler around the ground. It's been picked up at the 15-yard line by number 0, Brandon Howard. And he runs it out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Smart play because it was all on the ground and could easily have been fumbled. So he took it out there. So when play resumes, it'll be 1st and 10, Tatum at their own 24-yard line. Let's see what Coach Keeling has in store for us in the second half, how he's gotten his men all situated. Tatum breaks the huddle off on the sidelines with the coach. They run over to the line of scrimmage. Number 2 quarterback, Grant Adcock, takes the ball, pitches it out to the right side. Number 15, McAllister, he's got the ball, and he's running, and is pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line by number 2, Patterson for Newton. See where they place the ball. They're going to place it at the 35-yard line. Okay. Well, anyway, that's enough for a first down. Tatum, nice start. That was a pass out to the flat to number 15, McAllister, by Adcock, and he had some room to go, and he got a first down out of it, 10 on it. So it's 1st and 10, Tatum at the 35, at their own 35. Adcock handoff straight up the middle. And he picks up, maybe 3 on the play. Couldn't tell who carried that ball. I mean, it's just a big mob of green and white. A little bit of purple. So it brings up second down, though. 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line. They look like they've gotten a little rest, so they're ready to go. Adcock hands off to the right side. And he is brought down, number 20. Kyson George, number 20, makes it up to the 45-yard line, and the referees are deciding, they say it's a first down. We've got a timeout and injury on the field. One of the Tatum Eagles is down on the field. He's holding his left, looks like his left shoulder or elbow. Must have a little stinger there. But he got off on his own accord, and the trainer's with him working his elbow, his shoulder. When play resumes, it'll be first down for Tatum Eagles, 1st and 10 at their own 45. They are moving the ball very well. Adcock, number 2, quarterback for Tatum, is waiting on the call from the sidelines. Looks down at his pad, calls the play. And they break the huddle. Number 17 sent out far left. That would be Tovar. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle, and immediately wrapped up, number 20. Immediately wrapped up by number 15, Burnham. That was Kyson George on the play. Loss of 2.5. Brings up second down and 12.5. If you're just joining us, this is the third quarter. The score is 6-0 Newton over Tatum. Tatum breaks a huddle. They send number 17, Tovar, over to our side. Quarterback option. He keeps the ball. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Brought down. That'll bring up third down. So it'll be 3rd and 10 when they come back. Again, that was number 2, Adcock, quarterback, with a quarterback option. He optioned to keep it and gained about 2 on the play, 2.5 on the play. He got it back to the original line of scrimmage, makes it 3rd down. Ball on the 45-yard line of Tatum. Has everybody in close. I bet there's going to be a shift going on here. Well, actually, they hand off to number 15, McAllister, around the left side, and he's still fighting. Just about made it to midfield. Certainly not enough for a 1st down. Wow. They're only going to give him 3 on the play, and I saw him up by the 50-yard line because we're just about on the 50-yard line. A bad spot, but it is what it is. Still 4th down either way. And it looks like Tatum is back to kick. Number 2, quarterback Adcock is back to kick the ball. Here comes the snap. Good snap. Decent kick. Wobbler onto the right side. Bounces out of bounds at about the 40-yard line of Newton. So about a 15, 16-yard punt. Ball goes over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10. Or doesn't go over on downs. It goes on to Newton. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line of Newton. 8:44 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Still 6-0. Newton ahead. This is their first opportunity to be on offense on the second half. Sends a man in motion to the right. Number 13 hands off to, can't see his number, number 3, Porter. 13, Foster, the quarterback, hands off number 3, Porter. Gains 4 on the play. Oh, actually gains 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5. Ball is at the 44-yard line of Newton. Number 13, Foster, quarterback, gets the play in from the sidelines, looks at his pad on his wrist, calls the play, sends twins out to the right, 2 in the backfield. Here's a snap. Handoff around the right side, number 5. Stiff arming, finally grabbed and literally thrown down. Samuel, number 5, took the ball. I couldn't tell which Tatum Eagle got him, but he grabbed him, spun him around, and put him on the ground. Still gained about 5 on the play, 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down, I think, or is there a penalty? Oh, there's a flag on the play. Over there close to where the tackle was. Well, let's see what the man says.
Personal foul, horse collar against Tatum. 50-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
There you go, 15-yard penalty, horse collar on Tatum. So the ball moves up to the 36-yard line of Tatum, 1st and 10 for Newton. Here's the snap. Hand off to the right, number 5, Samuel. Picks up about 3, maybe 4 on the play. That brings up 2nd down. 6-0. Newton over Tatum, if you're just joining us here on EastTexasToday.com. I'm Ken Carroll alongside with Greg Bradford, who handles all of our video for us. And, of course, Josh Good back at the station. Here's the snap for Newton. Handoff up the middle. And he just ran past 3 or 4 guys who tried to tackle him, and they just slapped him as he went by. It was enough for a 1st down. Ball carrier was number 3, Porter. Again, enough for a 1st down. Ball marked at the 26.5 of Tatum. Looks like Newton is just starting to wear Tatum down. It's still a very good game so far. Pitch out to number 5 again, and he's got some room. And he's going to make it all the way in. Touchdown, Newton. Again, that was number 3, Porter for Newton with the run. They're going to go for 2 again. Here's the snap. Pitch out to number 3. And looks like the Tatum Eagles are not going to let him in, so the point after is no good. With 6:58 left to go in the third quarter, your score, Newton Eagles 12, Tatum Eagles 0. We'll be back right after this.
Nobody does it better than your friends here at Pippin Motor Company. Whether it's a new Buick, Chevrolet, GMC, or pre-owned vehicle, Pippin has you covered. Serving this community for 75 years, we do it better. Come experience a better way to buy a vehicle just across from Panola College or on the web at pippinmotorcompany.com. Good luck to all the area football teams this football season.
All right, we're back. 6:58 left to go in the third quarter. Score 12-0. Newton over Tatum. Newton ready to kick off. They just scored number 3 Porter on a run. Point after attempt was no good. They went for 2 again. It didn't work. There's the kick, a low line drive kick taken up front. Whoa. Not sure who took that ball, but they got pancaked by someone. Well, that was our quarterback, number 2, Adcock. We don't need to be doing that. Anyway, he runs it back to about the 37-yard line of Tatum. 37.5, 38. Referees just put it down somewhere. They don't know. So when play resumes, it'll be 1st and 10 at Tatum, and we're going to call it the 38-yard line of Tatum. They need to score. We need to score. We need to just march down the field and put the points on the board. Let them know we're still here. Get some spark back into it. There's Adcock under. Fake pass. And a pass out in the flat to number 15, McAllister. He's fighting and struggling and picks up maybe 4 or 5 on the play. They are going to mark it at the 42-yard line. So pick up a 4 on the play. And he fought for all 4 of them because he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage. Second down for Tatum at their own 42-yard line. Let's get one of those nice fancy plays going here. Quarterback option, pitch out, ball's fumbled. It was pitched out behind number 15, McAllister. And Newton needs to be careful because they might get a little taunting going on there. They were standing around McAllister with their arms out, like reenacting a bird, I guess. They're Eagles. There was a lot lost on that play. At least 10. So ball goes back to the 28-yard line of Tatum. Third down and at least 20. Scoreboard says 19, but I don't know if I agree with that. We'll try the old change around reverse. Number 0 on the play, Brandon Howard. And he picks up, maybe 2 or 3. Mark the ball at the 30. So it'll be 4th down and 17. Adcock back to punt. Tatum looks very tired. As I keep saying, we need to get that spark back. Something big happened. Adcock kicks the ball, punts the ball. It lands at about the 47 and rolls down to the 39-yard line of Newton with no Newton players anywhere around it. Now they're going to mark it at the 40. So when we come back, well, no, let's not go anywhere because they're really, really fast on the field here. So the ball will be at the 40-yard line for Newton. It'll be 1st and 10. We need to get a turnover. We need to get this crowd into it. I mean, there's a nice crowd. It's really quiet, as you can tell by the microphone. Hand off to number 11 around the right side for Newton. And he gets popped a couple of times and finally runs out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So a pickup of about 11 on the play. That was Dalen Alfred on the run. Pickup of 4 on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Newton breaks the huddle, has twins out to the left, handoff up the middle, and we say no. Number 3, Porter, with the carry. He does pick up a yard on the play, but we drove him back another 6. I know that doesn't count on the placement of the ball, but we showed him that we're not playing. So they push him back. It's one of the better runners, number 3, Porter. And he did not do anything on that one. So it's 3rd down and 5 yards. Ball's marked on the Newton 45-yard lines. We need to stop him here. A decisive stop. Pitch out to the right side of number 7. Almost got him. Up, and he's down at the 47-yard line. That was Cavelin Hunter, number 7. So it'll bring up 4th down now. 4th and about 3 to go for Newton. I think they're going to go for it. And they are. At least that's what they're showing so far. Yep, quarterback keeps it around the right side. Number 3, direct snap to him. He leaps over one of the Eagle players, one of the Tatum players, gains another 7-8 yards after that, makes it down to the Tatum 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. We do have a player down on the field on the far side, but they get up and tell him, no, I'm fine. I want to stay in the game, but they have to pull him out. So the ball will be marked at the 33-yard line of Tatum. 1st and 10, Newton. Player that was injured apparently has a cramp. Handoff up to middle, number 3. He leaps again. And almost makes a 1st down. That's Porter, their running back. Ball is at the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 1.5 yards. Newton's gotten the spark that we were wanting to get for ourselves. See if they can sabotage themselves with a penalty. Pitch out to number 5 around the right side. He's still going. Finally run out of bounds. Inside the 15-yard line. That was Deldrick Samuel, number 5 for Newton. Ball's placed at the 13.5-yard line. It's 1st down for Newton. Man in motion, snap, quick handoff to the line on the left side. Cuts it up in the middle. And who is that? That was number 2, Patterson, Braylon Patterson. Runs it around the left side. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down and just over 5 yards to go for a 1st down. Snap up the middle, goes number 7, and he makes a touchdown. It's Hunter, number 7, in for a touchdown. So the score right now is 18-0. Newton in the huddle. Looks like they're going to go for 2. They've been unsuccessful 2 times trying this. Let's see if we can make that 3. Direct snap back to number 3. He runs it round the corner and does make it in. So with 2:15 left to go in the third quarter, your score, Newton Eagles 20, Tatum Eagles 0. We'll be back right after these words.
Change is constant. First State Bank and Trust Company knows this, and that financial technology and personal financial needs can change rapidly. So, the people you know at FSB&T always look for ways to better serve you. Mobile banking, personal checking, loans, and the many FSB&T proven products and convenient services are readily available to you. 5-star rated as one of the strongest banks in our nation, First State Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Newton just scored on their offensive drive. They've scored twice so far this quarter. Score is 20-0, Newton over Tatum. They are ready to kick off to Tatum with 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. Both teams still have 3 of their timeouts left. Here's the kick. And it's a decent kick, end over end, taking it to 21-yard line by number 15. So McAllister's run out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Tatum. Well, we've got to get something going for this for sure this time. Take some of the wind out of Newton's sails. Put it over here. Because this crowd is awfully quiet on this side, and it's not packed here, but there's a good chunk of people out here, and we should be making all kind of noise. Adcock under center. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Pickup of a couple on the play. 2nd down. We got a player down on the field. Injury timeout call. So we will be resuming play right after this.
Do you understand your current insurance coverage? Are you covered for all the things you need, or worse, things you no longer need? At Hudson Financial Group, we will assist you in maximizing and understanding your coverages. With access to multiple carriers, we can help you find the best coverage for the best price. Home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, life insurance, and financial planning. Hudson Financial Group is your one-stop shop. Call us today, 903-693-7874. Hudson Financial Group, where insurance equals assurance.
If you live in Texas, and especially if you live in the country, everyone knows you need a truck. And XL Ford has your truck for whatever needs you have. From the F-150 to the F-350, your perfect truck is at XL Ford. You can even customize it online at xlford.net. And if they don't have it on the lot, they'll get it for you fast. As always, right on the loop and right on the price.
Well, the injured player is being assisted off the field. He's gingerly limping on that left leg. Hope it's nothing more than just a stinger or a cramp or whatever. So when we kick it back into gear, it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for Tatum. Ball's at the 37-yard line, 38. That was a very strange, and that's why there's a penalty on the flag, a flag on the play. Looks like the Eagles were just a little too eager, the Tatum Eagles were just a little too eager to get started there. Here's the call.
Offside. Number 25, of the defense.
Oh, no, they're going to call offsides on the defense. And another official is going to come over and say, well, that's not what I saw. So it may be offsetting penalties, and we may have to start all over again. But they're still discussing out there what's going on, because the far side judge showed the illegal procedure or false start, and the near side judge said all sides. Now, if it was a legal procedure on the offense, that means that penalty started before the offsides for the defense, I think. They'll figure it out there. They'll let us know. I know the Newton coach has decided he understands what's going on and is trying to tell the referees what needs to be done. Okay, well, they're still discussing things with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Now here comes Whitecat. Now they're marking off against Newton. Let's see if he's going to. No, he's not going to change. He's not going to say anything. It's going to be second down and 3. Three. Ref said, no, I called it that way. That's the way it's going to be. And so that's what they did. So second down and 3 for Tatum. Ball at the 43-yard line. And there was I don't know what's going on out there. Everything, it looked like half the team on both sides didn't know the play started. And it started, and then they started acting like there was a fumble. And apparently there wasn't. So whatever that was, it's third down and 3 again. I have no idea what just happened, but it was counted as a play. If you're watching on EastTexasToday.com and seeing the video, maybe you understood what just happened. Tatum up to the line. Here's the snap. Quarterback option. Pitch out. He's got some room. Number 15. That's McAllister down the side. He finally gets run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, so it's 1st and 10, Tatum at the Newton 40-yard line. I'm a little surprised they don't run that a little more often. However, the time before when they ran that, quarterback pitched it behind the runner, and it was a fumble. And we recovered it, but it put us way back deep. So maybe that's why they're not playing that, running that very often. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line for Tatum. McAllister in motion out to the left. There's Adcock. Oh. Another penalty. This time I believe it's going to be
false start. Number 17 of the offense.
False start.
First down.
False start on Tatum. Mark him off 5 yards. It'll continue to be first down. I could have sworn he said false start 72. There is no 72. He must have meant 52. Anyway, first down and 15. The ball is on the 45-yard line of Newton. And we're ready to bust this down there. Adcock sending McAllister out far left. Now putting it in motion. There's the snap. Quarterback option again, but he was covered. But it didn't matter. He still worked his way up to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard short, Adcock did. Number 2. Now another flag on the play.
Number 2 of the defense.
Okay, they're calling the defense offsides on that play, which I thought maybe it would have been. So that will bring the ball up to the 40-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. And I believe that will make it. Yeah, that'll keep it first down. So it's 1st and 10. And off on the right side, they had that one pretty well covered. Only a gain of about 2 on the play. Number 20 had the ball on that one. That was Kyson George for Tatum. And we're just going to give him 1 yard on that, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Chance Irving, number 14, Brandon Howard, number 0 in for Tatum.
2nd down for Tatum. Ball's at the 39-yard line of Newton. We've got 25 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Tatum needs to do something. Here's the snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to follow his blockers. Oh, he was smashed pretty good going out of bounds. That was Adcock, quarterback. He kept the ball around the right side, had 2 or 3 blockers in front of him, but the Newton Eagles were able to weave their way in and out. And I believe it was number 2 Patterson that got in and just smacked Adcock out of bounds. Picked up a yard on the play. It's 3rd and 8 now for Tatum. Here they go. Adcock under center. There's a snap. Oh, that didn't work out at all. That was a different play than we've seen. Fancy play. Handoff up the middle, fake, and then turn around and pitched out to number 27, Pippins. And there was already a Newton Eagle on top of him when he got the ball. So it was a loss of about, it looks like about 7 yards on that. So it'll be 4th down when we come back right after these messages.
Don't let the heat get you down. Let Monty Bacon at Carthage Furniture keep you cool and comfortable this summer. Monty's just received a huge shipment of Frederick's air conditioners, from the 8,000 BTU unit to the full-size 24,000 BTU unit. You need one that heats and cools? Well, he's got that as well. By the way, they'll install it free, and the guys do a fantastic job. Need a lift chair? Monty has those as well, starting at $7.99. Carthage Furniture, where delivery is always free, and Rosa speaks Spanish.
Kick off your weekend with a skydive from 10,000 feet. It's Skydive East Texas, where we offer tandem jumps, group rates, and jump school to build your skills and earn your license. Call to reserve your time at 903 Skydive. That's 903 Skydive. Or visit us online at skydiveeasttexas.com.
100% pure adrenaline. All you got to do is jump.
Skydive East Texas, located in Gladewater.
Okay. Beginning of the 4th quarter now. Score is 20-0. Newton over Tatum. It is 4th down and 14 for the Tatum Eagles. The ball's at the 46-yard line of Newton. It looks like Tatum's going for it. 14 yards to go for a 1st down. So let's see what happens. Adcock's under center. Snap, handoff to number 4. He's looking to pass, and he flings it out there, and it is knocked down. And they were fighting for a number there. Number 5, Samuel, knocked it down. Well, number 17 was the intended receiver, Logan Tovar. So the Tatum Eagles were unsuccessful in their attempt to make a 1st down with 4th down. So the ball goes over. Now Newton has the ball at their own 44-yard line. Just started the 4th quarter. 11:53 left to go. 20-0 Newton. Now Newton has the ball. Quarterback's under center. There's a snap. Looking to pass. He's got several receivers down the field. One wide open, right into his arms, number 5. And he's brought down at the 11-yard line. That was Samuel on the reception on that. Perfectly thrown ball, landed right in his basket. Very long pass. So it's 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line, just shy of the 10. Actually, just a little over, about the 11. There's a handoff for Newton, running around the right corner, and there's a flag thrown on the play, but he did make it in for a touchdown. We'll see if that sticks. Let's see what he says.
Of the offense.
Offense for holding.
Number 8 of the offense.
So that one's coming back. Good. We need every break we can get. So the ball, let's see. Still waiting on the referees to decide where they're going to set it, where they're going to mark it and walk it off, etc. So it's 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down. 1st and 20 at the 19-yard line. They have to get down within the 1-yard line to make a first down. So, quarterback in the shotgun. He's going back to pass, looking to the right side. Incomplete. Nice coverage by, if he will turn, I will see his jersey number. Pass was intended for Hunter, number 8. And back to defend was a Tatum Eagle. I cannot see his number. He has stayed turned. Oh, okay, there we go. Number 5, Lester. Number 5, 4, Newton in motion off to the right side. Number 3 pitched out to number 3, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So the Tatum defense is starting to wake up and push back. There was a loss. Looks like maybe 2 yards, 3 yards on the play. So that brings up 3rd down. Ball's marked at the 21-yard line. So 3rd down. Scoreboard says 17, but that's 3rd and 20.
3rd and 17. It's 3rd down.
Well, let's see. Looks like the far marker is on the 2-yard line instead of the 1, like I thought. So 2nd and 19 now. Well, 3rd and 19. And there's a timeout on the field called.
Timeout. Newton.
By Newton.
Timeout this half.
That's the first timeout called by either team for this half. So Newton has 2 left. Tatum still has 3. Score is 20-0. Newton over Tatum. There is 10 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the game. When play resumes, it'll be 3rd down and 19. Ball's on the 21-yard line. They have to get down to the 2-yard line. They, being Newton, have to get down to the 2-yard line to get a first down. And where the ball is, I'm sure they've got 2 downs to do that. So Newton finally breaks the huddle. Brings quarterback number 13, Foster, up. And now we're about to do. There we go. He goes back, acts like he's going to pass, and hands off to number 3 around the left side. Nice tackle. And I'm trying to get the Tatum Eagles player's jersey number. That looked like it was number 12. Grayson Lee on the tackle of number 3, Porter. Picked up about 4 on the play. Now it's 4th down. Ball's on the 17-yard line. They got trips out to the right, 1 in the backfield. There's a snap. Quarterback looking to the right. Pass the ball to a man wide open in the middle of the end zone, number 2, Patterson. So it is a touchdown, Newton. So Number 13, Foster makes the completion to Patterson, who was wide open in the middle of the end zone for another touchdown. Pitch out to number 3 for the point after on a 2-point conversion. It is good. So that brings the score to 28-0. Newton over Tatum. We'll be back right after these words.
A Friendly Insurance in Tatum is an independent insurance company providing auto, home, and commercial insurance. Call Roger or Jeanette at 903-947-3296. A Friendly Insurance is located at 215 North Hill Street. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4:30. Call 903-947-3296. And they are proud supporters of the Tatum Eagles.
We have 9:57 left to go in the game. Your score, 28-0, Newton over Tatum. Tatum just has not been able to get that spark that I've seen them get in the past. We're still waiting for that to happen. Newton's ready to kick off at their 40-yard line. And most of the Tatum players look dejected. It's understandable. It's homecoming. Here's the kick. End over end short. Taken at the 36-yard line by I believe number 6, Quincy Davis. And he gets it across midfield. So a nice return.
Quincy Davis returns number 38.
Ball will be marked at the Newton 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Let's see if we can't get something going. They may well have some second stringers in by this point. Get something going and get people fired up. Come back from behind on this. There's a handoff around the left side. And he's all the way in. It's a rush down to the end zone, and he makes it in for a touchdown. Tatum. Who was that? That was number 27. That was Darian Pippins. I'll get it. Pippins, number 27. That was a good, almost 50-yard run by Pippins for Tatum, all the way in for the touchdown. I was telling you we need a spark. That may have been what it was. Ball's placed for the kick. Kick is up. It is no good. Looks like it was wide left. So now we have 9:41 left to go in the game. We got on the board. Scored Newton 28, Tatum 6. We'll be right back.
Now this is a big deal. DQ's $7.49 chicken strip country basket. 4 golden chicken strips, crispy fries, buttery Texas toast, and your choice of gravy or DQ Texas sauce for a bold, zesty kick in every dip. Want to go bigger? Add on a sweet DQ treat. Don't miss the $7.49 chicken strip country basket. Big flavor, small price, only for a limited time.
That's what I like about Texas.
Well, that was very enlightening and very enjoyable. It was number 27, Pippins, that took that ball almost 50 yards all the way in for a touchdown. They tackled him right at about the 3-yard line, but his momentum pushed him right into the goal line, the end zone, and it was a touchdown. So let's do something like that again. They are looking for the onside kick this time. That's what we did when he opened the game. And there it is. And they cover it. Newton covers it at their 45-yard line. It was number 7 that covered it, Caitlin Hunter. So ball marked at the 45-yard line of Newton. Be 1st and 10 Newton. We tried it. It almost took the right kind of bounce for us. So we got 9:41 left to go in the game. 28-6 is the score. Newton is on top of Tatum. Newton has the ball at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Sends a man in motion out to the left. Pitch out, number 3, which is their racehorse. Down the left side, he's got lots of room. He's finally run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Newton. We do have a Tatum player down. So we will resume play right after this message.
Darren Anthony Insurance and Financial Services is the Tatum area representative for Farmers Insurance Group. Anthony Insurance and Financial Services offers a full line of auto, commercial, home, and life insurance. Your one-stop shop for insurance in Tatum. Stop by for fast, friendly service. That's Anthony Insurance and Financial Services. Call 903-947-2271. Anthony Insurance and Financial Services wishes Tucker a great senior year.
Okay, the Tatum player is walking off on his own accord. That's always a good sign. When it was determined that there was an injury on the field, one of the Tatum players sprinted about 40 yards to check on his teammate. Apparently there was also a penalty on the play because the ball's set down at the 36-yard line of Newton. No idea what it was, but it's 1st and 19 for Newton. Never saw or heard anything from him, so we'll see how it goes. Handoff up the middle, number 7. He bounces out to the outside and stumbles down to the 46-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage, so that brings up 2nd down. Actually, 1 yard past the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for Newton. 8:50 left to go. It's 28-6 right now. Newton up to the line. Offensive players off sides, but they let him have it. Handoff number 13 on the left side. Brought down at the 49-yard line, just across the midfield line. The ball's at the 49-yard line of Tatum. 3rd down and 4. The split receiver out at the right side lined up in the neutral zone. I could see it from here, and that was not called. So maybe they're feeling sorry that they've called so many on Newton already. Who knows? We'll see. 3rd down. There's a snap. Handoff up the middle, number 7 again. He's got a 1st down and then some, still going. Crossed over the 35-yard line down to about the 32. That's where they mark it, the 32-yard line of Tatum. It'll be 1st and 10 Newton. Right at 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. We just don't have a whole lot for Mr. Porter, number 3 of Newton. He's a hoss running down there. There's the snap, pitch out to the right side. Man, this guy is on his horse, and he's running down. There's number 3 again. Touchdown, Newton. Porter. Number 3, I was just saying, we just don't have much for number 3, Porter. He came around the right side, and nobody laid a hand on him, all the way down in for a touchdown. They're going for 2 again while there's a whistle. Stop a play. I don't think the referees or the officials were in position for them to start the play yet, so hence the reason they stopped it. So now they're back up to the line of scrimmage for that point after a 2-point conversion. Handoff to number 7, Cleveland Hunter. He's in for the point after. 2 point, so that means it is Newton 36 and Tatum 6. We'll be back right after this.
In 1958, the Hillary family purchased a small telephone company in their hometown of Medicine Park. Now in their 3rd generation, Hillary delivers state-of-the-art services across rural Oklahoma. From Main Street business owners and our future generation of leaders to farmers at the heart of our rural economies, Hillary is always innovating, consistently connecting, and relentlessly going where others won't. Because every community, every person matters.
We have 7:05 left to go in the game. The score is 36-6. Newton over Tatum. Newton has scored 4 times in this half. Only scored twice, actually once in the first half. Well, technically they scored twice, but one of them was returned by a penalty. So Newton's back to kick. Here's the kick. Squibbler down the right side down there. McAllister has it. Ran sideways forever. Didn't gain much on it. Made it to about the 26, 27. It'll be 1st and 10 Tatum. 6:58 left to go in the game. After the game, be sure and tune in to 104.3 FM KGAS and listen to Jason Wade with his scoreboard show, running down all the scores of East Texas high school football for you. That'll go on till midnight tonight. If you miss it tonight, tune in the morning for the Rewind show, where Jason Wade will again cover all those scores for you. 104.3 FM KGAS, downtown Carthage. I'm Ken Carroll, here with Greg Bradford on video, and Josh Good back at the station bringing you this game. Tatum's got the ball going back for pass. Long pass, number 15, McAllister. Just over the head. Incomplete. 2nd down. Well, at least this will make the drive all the way back down to Newton a little bit easier on them. Now, Newton is ranked high in the state, so it's not like we're letting some slum team beat us. It's a really good team that's beating us today. Quarterback keeper around the right side, and he is on his horse all the way down to the 40, brought down to the 34-yard line. Number 20, that was Kyson George. I never saw the handoff, or maybe he is playing quarterback. No, Adcock is out there. It must have been a quick one up the middle that they do so many times. Whatever it was, he broke it and made it all the way down to the 34-yard line of Newton. It's 1st and 10, Tatum. There's the snap. Handoff around the left side. Oh, if that was number 27 on the carry, Damian Pippins. If number 22, Ivan Gatson for Newton, hadn't gotten him from behind, there'd have been a lot more yards gained on that play instead of just 1. 2nd down and 9 for Tatum. Ball at the 33-yard line. Hand off again, straight up the middle. Burner made it to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 left on that one. I didn't see who carried the ball on that. If I had to guess, I would guess it was Pippins again. Tight formation for Tatum. Everybody up close. McAllister takes the handoff around the right side. Breaks a few tackles, gets across the 25, down to about the 21-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down for Tatum. 1st and 10 at the Newton 21-yard line. It is 5:31 left to go in the game. Your score 36-6, Newton over Tatum. Grayson Lee's coming in for Zeke Mendoza for Tatum. 1st down, 21-yard line. Tatum breaks the huddle. Adcock under center. Quarterback option around the left side. Pitch out to McAllister. He breaks it down to about the 10-yard line. Pickup of about 7 on the play. They're going to call that a... Okay, well, they say it's 1st down at the 10-yard line. It's a strange setup there. So it's 1st and 10, or 1st and goal to go, actually, for Tatum at the 10-yard line. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper on the left side. Hancock fights his way down to about the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3 for Tatum. 2nd and goal. 4:21 left to go in the game. Adcock waiting for the call to be given, the play to be sent in from the sidelines. He calls it in the huddle. They break the huddle, and he gets under center. Here comes the play. Snap. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. And they call it a touchdown. Tatum. So that was Adcock number 2, just plain old-fashioned quarterback sneak right up the middle. You could tell he was going to take it too because he had his back leg set like he was in a starter position for a race. Snapped the ball, and he just pushed forward till he got in. So we're going for 2. Pitch out around the left side. Oh, and he did not make it. He was mighty close. Let's see who. Oh, it was Adcock again. So with 4 minutes exactly left to go in the game, your score, Newton 36, Tatum 12. We'll be back right after this.
Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical.
I heard my voice on your radio commercial.
Well, we decided we'd use your calls to show how we really do have something for everyone.
So I'm famous now?
Well, semi-famous. After all, this is local radio.
And I want to be famous.
Well, we're famous for helping everyone with heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too.
I'll have my agents call you to talk about money.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
All right, we got 4 minutes left to go in the game. Score's 36-12. Tatum's about to kick, probably an onside kick. We shall see. It worked the very first play of the whole game, and the next time they kicked it onside, it did not work. So let's see what they've learned and what they can do this time. Here he comes. There's a kick, another onside, and it's called. done pretty good. Number 55 for Newton. Dylan Walker, a lineman, snagged it and just fell forward on it. So Newton has the ball now at the Tatum 49-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Again, if you want more football action or want to know who did, oh, wait a minute, there's a flag on the play. That's why all the referees are sitting around talking. And the White Hat's going out there talking to the Newton coach. And let's see if he's going to tell us what it was. The ball's at the 44-yard line. It's a 5-yard penalty, whatever it was. Is he going to tell us? Apparently he's not. So whatever it was a 5-yard penalty against us, against Tatum. So Newton takes over there at the Eagle 44, at the Tatum 44. Break huddle. There's the snap. Handoff up the middle, number 3 again, and he's got all the room in the world. He can walk this one in on his hands, and it's a touchdown. Number 3, Porter. Handoff number 3, Porter on the left side. And once he got 5 yards upfield, everybody was on the near side. Nobody was out on the left. So here they go going for 2 again. Apparently they don't have a kicker. They go for 2 every time. Pitch out, and he's smothered. So the point after is no good. Trying to see, okay, it was pitched out number 11, Dalen Alfred. No good. That still makes the score 42-12. Newton over Tatum. We'll be back right after this.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
All right, a regular formation we've seen tonight. Newton ready to kick off. Number 7, Caitlin Hunter, going to kick the ball. 3:51 left to go in the game. It's 42-12, Newton over Tatum. Here's your kick. Squibbler along the ground. Taken. I can't see his number. One of the Tatum players. There we go. Number 4. That was Williams on the return. Brings it out to the 39-yard line, it looks like, of Tatum. It'll be 1st and 10, Tatum. 3:47 to go in the game. What I was saying earlier is if you want to find out what other teams did what this weekend, tune into the Scoreboard Show with Jason Wade on 104.3 FM KGAS out of Carthage. He'll give you a rundown on all the games that happened Thursday night and tonight in area high school football. That'll go on till midnight tonight. You can see it again tomorrow morning or hear it again tomorrow morning on the Rewind Show. 104.3 FM KGAS. So handoff to number 1, Carlos Hernandez for the Eagles for Tatum. Loss of a couple on the play brings up 2nd down and 12. Don't forget, if you want some insight on the NFL, tune in to Josh Good's The Good Call every Wednesday at 1 o'clock on 1590 AM and 103.7 FM KGAS, where our own Josh Good gives an insight on NFL games and his picks for the week. It was a quarterback option, but he just never had a chance to do the option. So the loss of about 4 on the play brings up third down. Ball's at the 34-yard line, Tatum. 2:48 left to go. Might as well air this one out. As I said earlier, Newton is rated high in the state of Texas by the polls, so it's not like we're letting some slough team kill us here. Hand off around the left side, McAllister. He's caught it about the 38-39 and stood up. Newton thinks that they're recovering a fumble, but no, he was already down. So the ball will be at the 38-yard line, 4th down for Tatum. Fourth down and 11 to go. And we're going to punt. Timeout is called. Let's see if they say on whom. Oh, it's the 2-minute timeout. Remember, it's not a 2-minute warning. We'll be back right after this.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Exactly 2 minutes left to go in the game. Score is 42-12, Newton over Tatum. It's 4th down and 11. The ball at Tatum's on 39-yard line, so Tatum is lined up in a punt formation. Adcock back in the backfield, ready to receive the ball to punt it away, if that's what they end up doing. We shall see. There's the snap, and that's what he does. He punts it. Ball lands at the 40, takes a decent Tatum run, rolls down to the 25, the 23, 22. It's down to the 22-yard line. So when play resumes, it'll be 1st and 10 at Newton at their own 22-yard line with 1:47 left to go in the game. Our window's getting foggy here, and Greg said, "I'm going to open the window." I said, "Okay." So he opens it up, and just as it gets to the very top, that's where the part of the window that's solid gets right in front of the lens of the camera, and you can't see anything. So, and of course, we get a glare. Anyway, that's what happens when the score is 42-12 and we've got less than 2 minutes to go in the game. You start looking at other things to talk about. All right, here's Newton. They snap the ball. They're doing the drop to the knee formation. Why is the clock not running then? There we go. Okay. I don't know that they're going to be able to do. Yeah, they'll probably be able to take the knee for everything. So it was an interesting game to start. They will end up taking a knee here in just a moment. As I said, next week Newton's going to host the DeRitter Dragons at home for the game next week, and our Tatum Eagles will be traveling to New London to take on the West Rusk Raiders. All next week, next Friday. You will be able to catch, well, let me see. Let me grab my book here and tell you how you can get your Tatum Eagles for that game. Let's see, Tatum. We will be at West Rusk. According to my paperwork, the kickoff is at 7:30 next week. Be sure and stay tuned to KGAS to get updated on that to make sure that's what it is. And it will be on 103.7 FM and 1590 AM, so as well as here on EastTexasToday.com. Well, that's going to be the end of the game. Still have 15 seconds left, but it's all counting down to naught. Your Tatum Eagles tried. They just could not fly with the Newton Eagles. Your final score, 42-12. Thank you so much for joining us this evening here on EastTexasToday.com. I'm Ken Carroll here with Greg Bradford, taking care of all our video needs. And, of course, our friend Josh Good back at KGAS Studios to make sure everything goes smoothly back there. Tune in next week as Tatum takes on the West Rusk Raiders at their home. Again, I believe the kickoff time is going to be 7:30, but it will be on 1590 AM and 103.7 FM KGAS. So, stick around. Make sure you tune in next week. Make sure, if you want to learn more about what's going on in East Texas high school sports, the Scoreboard Show on 104.3 FM KGAS will be coming up. If it's not already started, it should be coming up shortly. It'll come on right after the end of the Carthage game. So tune in for that one. Until then, again, I'm Ken Carroll with Greg Bradford and Josh Good at the studios. We thank you for tuning in on EastTexasToday.com, and we hope you have a wonderful and safe journey back home and a wonderful weekend. Until then, God bless you, folks. Do not pass up the opportunity to tell somebody you love them, because you might not get that chance again. Case in point, just happened. So make sure you tell them that you love them. Don't pass up that chance. Till next time, have a great one.